truck won't start. None of your friends wanna listen to Hank. Well, I can't fix that. No, but I can fix a thing. Pour it on ice, mix it on up, and get you feeling right. I can get you buzzed, I can get you smiling, I can make you feel like you're sitting on an island. I can make it pretty, I can make it strong. All you gotta do is tell me what you want. Put it to your lips, take a little sip. Tell me what you think. Yeah, I can fix a drink. Going on with you, but if you got some cheap whiskey and some Mountain Dew, Malibu, Cuervo, Coke in a cup, brother, I can hook you up. I can fix some drinks, pour it on ice, mix it all up, and get you feeling right. I can get you buzzed, I can get you smiling, I can make you feel like you're sitting on an island. I can make it pretty, I can make it strong. All you gotta do is tell me what you want. Put it to your lips, take a little sip, tell me what you think. Yeah, I can fix it. These clothes to keep me company. I took the review off, but it's so forward, so I only see in front of me. Now the past is out of sight and out of mind. Swore I changed, now I'm back chasing these white lines. I'm just a long-haired son of a sinner, searching for new ways I can get gone. I'm a battlefield satisfied. cause a singer in a band. It's just my girl back to Oklahoma, and talk about the stars they could have been.
Keys News Radio weather. Here's your AccuWeather forecast for the 660 Keys listing area. Wind advisory remains in effect through this evening. It'll be breezy this evening, otherwise low clouds and frigid tonight with a low of 5. Mostly cloudy and cold tomorrow. Tomorrow's high 21. Tomorrow night we'll see partly cloudy skies with a low of 10. Sunday partly sunny. We'll reach a high Sunday of 35. Monday mostly cloudy skies and a high of 30. Plan with confidence. Download the redesigned AccuWeather app today. I'm AccuWeather's Drew Shannon.
The history of the great state of North Dakota comes alive at the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame in historic Medora. Stay on top of it by listening to the Dakota Cowboy radio show and podcast, heard Saturdays at 8 a.m. here on 660 Keys News Radio. Tune in, won't you?
Thanks for listening to Dakota Cowboy on the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame Network. Learn more about the history of our state by going to NorthDakotaCowboy.org.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. A woman done left, took all the reason I was working for. You better not try to stand in my way, 'cause I'm walking out the door. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. I've been working in this factory now 15 years. All this time I watched my woman drowning in the pool of tears. And I've seen a lot of people die and a lot of bills in the I did the shirt right off of my back, and I had the guts to say, take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. A woman done left and took all the reason I was working for. You better not try to stand in my way as I'm walking out the door. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Well, that fall on the he's a ready dog. Line boss, he's a fool. Got a brand new flat top haircut. Lord, I think she's cool. One of these days I'm gonna blow my top, and that sucker, he's gonna pay. Lord, I can't wait to see their faces when I get the nerve to say, take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. A woman done left, took all the reason I was working for. You better not try to stand in my way as I'm walking out the door. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Take this job and shove it.
Welcome to this edition of Teton Hockey on 660 Keys News Radio. Let's send it over to your voice of the Tetons, Mike Reuter. Teton Hockey starts now.
Sports fans, Mike Reuter coming to you live on what we call the Raymond Center here in Williston. We are under 10 minutes away from this edition of Teton Hockey right here on 660 Keys News Radio. It should be a good one as your Williston State Tetons are playing host to the NDSU Bison in this ACHA Division II matchup. Tetons still looking for their first win on the season, coming into the game with an overall record of 5-0. We'll look at the tail of the tape to show you how the Tetons got there. Tetons started off the game at home against Utah State. They dropped that one 6-2. They tried to mount a late third period comeback, but a couple of rebounds and easy putbacks for Utah State salted it away 6-2. Then on the road for back-to-back games against Waldorf College. Tetons dropped the first one 6-0 and then the second one 5-2. A tough one at University of Mary on November 5th. So the Tetons lose 5-0, and then against Minot State on the road in Minot, Tetons dropped that one 9-3. Talking with Coach Galt earlier today, the Tetons should have had at least 11 games so far in the season. With the teams dropping out, switching divisions, and cancellations because of weather, Tetons are just in their 6th game of the year. Puck should drop in that one in right about 7.5 minutes. Should be a fantastic game. If you're able to get down here to the Raymond Center, come on down and enjoy the spectacle that is Teton Hockey. They have the mobile Teton bookstore set up, so if you need some Teton gear, you can head over and get it as well. Trying to match up with Coach Galt earlier in the day. Wasn't able to get him for pregame comments, but I did get an extended interview with him. Check the full-hour interview tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. That will be right here on 660 Keys News Radio. We dive deep into all things hockey, Teton, national, international. A little bit of everything. Great interview, and tried to dance around some colorful language that he was able to escape away from, and no editing was necessary. Tetons will be on the road tomorrow for Teton basketball. We'll have that one on Dakota Country, Z96-1. It'll be Tetons women's basketball. They'll be heading to Bismarck to play the BSC Mystics. And then on Sunday, it'll be the men's turn to head on the road. That one will also be on Dakota Country as the Teton men's basketball team heads down to Miles City to play the Pioneers. So it's a full weekend of Teton athletics, and we got you covered for all of it right here on your exclusive home for Teton Sports, the Town Square Media Group of 660 Keys News Radio and Dakota Country Z96-1. We're going to step aside for a 2-minute timeout, and then we'll be back for more of the pregame show right here on 660 Keys News Radio.
Institution, clearly the best is the West. Western Cooperative Credit Union is money done the Western way. WCC will provide you with good old-fashioned Western hospitality every time you walk through our door. We treat you like neighbors ought to treat each other, because that's just who we are, neighbors. So head west. We know you're here when you see the Bison on our side. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
McDonald's of Williston is proud to support all the Williston State Teton athletic teams and would like to wish them success this season. McDonald's would like to thank the community of Williston and the surrounding area for your patronage over the years. Hey, the next time you're in town, stop by McDonald's for a great meal or a quick snack. McDonald's of Williston. Breakfast, lunch, or dessert, come on into McDonald's of Williston. Proud to be a part of Teton athletics and proud to be part of the Williston community.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
From their humble beginnings in 1910 through 4 generations, family-owned First International Bank and Trust has been delivering on the promise to help dreams come true, one customer at a time. Their style of banking places the focus on you first and your overall experience, keeping your best interests in mind and striving to provide smart financial solutions that improve and simplify your life, letting you get back to what matters most. First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here for Teton Hockey on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons and the Bison have returned to the ice. Tetons looking to pour it on here tonight at the Raymond Center, taking a look at their leading scorers on the season. Leading the way with goals with only 2 goals on the year is Kyle Barrett. He has 2 goals over 5 games played. 1 goal for Alexander Bailey. He has 1 goal and 1 assist. Jesse Keeker has 1 goal and 1 assist. Seth Davis has 2 assists. Fox Dodds with a goal. Brandon Kidnap with a goal. And Joey Pavick with a goal. Also getting assists for Williston State is going to be Freddie Peters, Cody Barnes, Jackson Dodds, and Jordan Scahill. Tetons on the early season have only scored 5 goals so far in the year. In talking to Coach Donovan, he is confident in his squad heading back home for this homestand against the Bison. It will be a great one to get some goals and pucks in the net. Looking at the starting lineup for the Tetons, it'll be number 10, Fox Dodds, number 7, Isaac Ellingson, number 19, Jackson Dodds. For the defenseman for Williston State, number 17, Braden Kinda, and number 8, William Willis. Behind, or in the post for the Tetons will be number 35, Freddie Peters. Still waiting on the lineups for the Bison. We'll get them as they announce them throughout. So Tetons finishing up their starting lineups right here. And once we get the Bison lineups, we'll have the national anthem and then the puck drop here from the Raymond Center in Williston. It's a cold, blowy night here in Williston, but it should be heating up for Teton hockey. So we'll step aside now for the national anthem. We're going to take a 2-minute break and be back for the puck drop and the start of Tetons versus Bison. Starts in 2 minutes.
You don't have to drive hundreds of miles to get a great deal on a new or used vehicle. Price sells cars at Williston Auto. We're in the business of beating the deal from any dealer. Go ahead, shop around from Bismarck to Billings. Then bring us their best deal. We'll squish it like a bug and beat it like a rented mule. No animals or insects were injured while making this commercial. Price sells cars at Williston Auto and WillistonAuto.com. See dealer for details.
G&G Pharmacy, an independent, locally owned retail pharmacy committed to providing you top-notch customer service from their friendly, fast, and knowledgeable staff. Open 7 days a week. G&G Pharmacy offers the convenience of a drive-thru window and a traditional retail store. Henderson and Doug Toys available at the downtown service truck location. And no more wondering when your prescription's ready. Use the mobile app or receive a text message when it's ready from G&G Pharmacy. 572-RXRX. That's 572-7979.
On Sundays, your NFL team is always playing at Buffalo Wild Wings. With 63 HD TVs having the NFL package, you'll not miss a minute of action. Enjoy wings, salads, sandwiches, and more as your teams take the field. Come in and fan up while enjoying the variety of beers on tap from kickoff to the final whistle. Located at 417 Rieger Drive in Williston, North Dakota, football lives here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beers, sports.
Performance Plus, something new from American State Bank and Trust Company, an account that fits your active lifestyle. Free digital banking services including bill pay, remote deposit, and e-statements, an instant issue debit card, limited ATM fee refunds, and no maintenance fees. Go to ASBT.com for terms and conditions and stop in our Main or North offices to open your new Performance Plus account. Banking the American State way. It's banking your way with Performance Plus. Member FDIC.
Mike back here for Teton Hockey on 660 Keys News Radio. Fans continuing to trickle in the Raymond Center. Tetons are on the ice after the starting lineups. Now here come the Bison. Tetons in their home whites with green pants and green and black trim. Bison in their all blacks with yellow and green trim. Center ice is all set between the two squads. In the center circle for the Tetons, it's going to be number 7, Isaac Ellingson. Ryan Scherf in there for the Bison as we are set to go. 20 minutes on the clock. There goes the ice. Ellingson beats the pass. Centering pass on the way. That's just no good. Bison pick it up. Turn it over in the zone. Back come the Tetons trying to regain control. They have it down low at the blue line. They swing across. Dump and chase down there. Bison trying to get it. They can. Back is going to go to Williston State. Carrying the puck is Wallace. He tries to go, and there's going to be a quick penalty to start things off. So here with 19:40 remaining, we're going to have a stoppage in play. Tetons are going to get going. Going to the sin bin for the Bison is going to be number 3, Isaac Schmidt, the 6'2 defenseman from Roseville, Minnesota. So a power play less than 20 seconds into the game. Tetons with a golden opportunity to light the lamp here early. Here comes the face-off in the Teton zone. They're going to get it in there, and there's going to be a stoppage on the face-off, so they'll stop and redo it. Someone was just a little bit eager, so we'll get after it one more time. On the face-off for the Tetons is going to be Cody Barnes, the 6'6 forward. Tetons come away with it, trying to get it in goal. Shot on goal is going to be saved out there on the net for NDSU. Aiden Stigmund on the save. So a quick wrister in there for the Tetons, as it'll be another face-off deep in the Bison zone. 1:54 remaining on the power play. Here comes the face-off one more time for the Tetons. Tetons get it now deep in the net. They trink it around. Bison trying to poke it away. They can't. Tetons up on the blue line. Swing it around, trying to dump it down there. Find some angles. Back down underneath behind the goal is going to go Bailey. Wrap it around, trying to find a centering pass. Can't do it for the Tetons. Give it in their second chance. Up and no good. Tetons just can't squeak one by Stigman. There'll be a face-off once again in the zone. Tetons putting a whole bunch of pressure on the Bison early. Still a $1:36 left on the power play. Tetons go for a line change. Some fresh legs out there after the first 45 seconds has elapsed in period number 1. Another face-off coming deep in the Bison zone. Quick pass. Slap over to the wing. Here's going to a wrist shot. That's going to be cleared out of there by the Bison, and that'll get past the red line back in the Tetons zone. Gallardi, it's Peters grabs it for the Tetons as they circle around and look to come on with some more pressure. Back comes Williston State. Up, they swing it over to Dodds. Dodds to the center of the ice. Slap shot. No, misses, and just misses the side of the goal on the rebound for Williston State. On the shot was Jackson Dodds. They pull it back out. Centering pass. One-timer. Doesn't get it. Great save once again by the Bison. And Stigman has his work cut out for him today. He's been peppered already. 3 shots on goal for the Tetons here in the first minute and 18 seconds. Still a $1:02 left on the power play, and another face-off coming in the Bison zone. Next face-off. Here comes the puck drop. We'll slap it in the stick, and it looks like they're going to they're not sending anybody back. They'll go once again to the face-off. Tetons take it away. Still remain control in the power play. Now under a minute left. Pass goes just a little too far into the corner. Bailey can't handle it. He'll bring it back out for Williston State. Pushing back around behind the net. Here comes it back out to Bailey. Intercepted and tipped away by the Bison. Tetons regain control. They're going to send it back out. Bison dumps it in there. Tetons have to give chase, and they will regroup. Bison get a line change. 38 seconds left to go on the power play. Here comes the Tetons. Big head of steam. Bailey on, pressing up the ice. He's going to go. Snapshot. Nope. He decides to take himself a little bit of a toe drag. Centering pass goes for everybody. Second shot. It gets in there. Get it home, big fella. Cody Barnes with the goal. Tetons on the board. 18:07 left to go here in the first period. That'll clear the last 27 seconds of the power play, and the Tetons hope that is the first of many that gets home here in this matchup against NDSU. So Cody Barnes on the goal. We'll have to wait for the official word to see who is on the assist for Williston State. Tetons and the Bison back at the center circle. Officials now look like they're going to switch out the pucks as in comes a new one, ready for another puck drop at center ice. Taking it is Kyle Barrett for the Tetons. Face-off won by Williston State. Stolen away there by the Bison. Scherf has it, and it's going to be poked away by the Tetons. They regain control. Chip it out there. Tetons have a chance for a break. Up it goes. It's an even power break up the ice. It's going to be stopped on a Teton foot, and there's going to be a whistle on the ice. Well, it might be just it's going to be an offsides. So they'll drop the puck just inside the Bison zone. Here comes the next drop. It's going to be taken away there by the Bison. Into the boards it goes. Try to chip it away. Up comes Shreve and the Bison stolen out of there by the Tetons. Now back down low. Centering pass just about find its way home. Good defense by Peters behind the goal. Back come the Tetons. Pushing up the court is Scahill. Weaving his way through traffic. Snapshot. That's going to hit off a pad and bounce up back towards the glass. Tetons crash in there. Big bodies colliding down on the boards. Here comes another slip shot. Misdirected, just misses on the second goal of the game for the Tetons. Grabbing it is Larson for the Bison, and there is going to be a whistle as one of the pegs came off of the post. Tetons already have 5 shots on goal, 17:35 remaining in period number 1 on the American State Bank scoreboard. So these Bison are in for a day if the Tetons can keep the pressure. Another face-off at center ice. Ellingson trying to keep it away. Now it's taken by the Bison. A missed puck going to be intercepted by Williston State. Perrier has it. He brings it back out to Roslin. Roslin pushes it up off a Bison stick. Dumped down in the corner. Tetons will give chase. First touch is by the Bison. Ellingson right there trying to poke him away. Dodds still working hard along the boards. Poked out by the Bison. They'll dump and chase getting down there. Icing is waved off. Into the net it goes. Open attempt, and that's going to be just off the side of the net. Peters did a good job closing the angle. Back on the Tetons. Wide pass going the length of the ice. Now turning around the corner. Here comes number 19. Dodds gets it home. Jackson Dodds lights the lamp. Tetons up by 2 early. 16:56. Tetons playing a little long distance tic-tac-toe to get the second goal of the game home. Up early by 2 over NDSU 2-0. That was a 6 shot on goal. Tetons are absolutely feeling it here early. So early and often talking with Coach Galt earlier today. He said that's what he was expecting from his squad, who was out there hungry looking for their first win of the game. Face-off's going to be won by the Tetons. They dump and chase. Barnes, first man to the puck, can't grab a hold of it, and possession. Bisons take over. Long pass, going to be nice stick check by the Tetons. Good hit by Kindup on the puck handler for NDSU. Back on the Tetons, a backwards pass, just about missed, but into the hands of NDSU. Bison pick it up. Kyle Davis has it on the board. He takes a big shot as the Tetons give chase. Kick it up. Bison take over, intercepted by the Tetons. Kyle Barrett intercepted it, and there was going to be a whistle and a stoppage on the ice. Here with 16:22 left to go, so we'll see another face-off coming as both teams are able to get a line change, and one of the Tetons is going to the penalty box. William Wallace will go to the net, or go to the box for 2 minutes for a high stick. So first penalty of the game for Williston State. Now each team has committed their first penalty. Tetons looking to get off on the power kill early. Who knows, maybe get a short-handed goal. Bison have it out on the point. Circle it around. Centering pass doesn't find its mark. Tetons regain control. Bailey has it. He kicks it out there. And the Bison will have to chase it back in their own zone. Back behind the net. Isaac Schmidt grabs it. He'll run it up the ice. Get it over to Schroof. Schroof has it. Working his way through traffic. He dumps and chases around. Tetons are not going to be able to get there first in time. Schroof swings it back around. Good defensive positioning by the Tetons so far, cutting down on those angles. Schmidt up on top. Misdirected. Blocked by a stick for the Tetons. Backward shot. Good defense coming for the Tetons, and Scahill. He's going to push it up the net. 2-on-2 break for the Tetons. Looking for a short-handed goal. Here comes this toe drag. In it goes! Short-handed goal! And that is the third goal of the game. Jordan Scahill with the toe drag wrister to knock it home. That makes it 3-0. Tetons on top early and often. Williston State is finding the back of the net here against this Bison team. That goal came at the 15:37 mark of period number 1. A little too early to say, but any more progress by the Tetons, and the route just may be on. Tetons still have a minute 14 left of the penalty kill. Here comes the face-off. Center circle for the Tetons is Jackson Dodds. Get a drop stick by the Bison. Tetons have to dump it off back behind the Bison net. Tetons giving chase. Bison regain control, push it up the net. Taking it up the ice is Caden Carter for NDSU. Tetons lay a big hit, laying some wood here early on. Tetons have it back behind the net, wrap it around. Over, it's going to go to Dodds. Push it up there. It squeaks back down behind the net for NDSU. Tetons give chase. It gets dumped off. Big hit. Good by Malty Kuhn there on the boards. Back come the Bison. Grant Willett coming up for NDSU. Dumps it down there. That'll go behind the Teton net. Coming out of the zone is Peters to grab it. He'll get it back up. He falls down. Open net for the Tetons. And they come in a hurry. It's a centering pass that misses. Wide open net. Bison would have had an easy goal if they could have connected. 14:50 left to go. Tetons, 20 seconds left to kill. And Peters is going to clamp down on that one as it skips behind the goal, slow things down, and get some better positioning. 16 seconds left to go on the penalty kill. 14:39 left in period number 1. Tetons up 3-0 over NDSU, trying to hold down with a penalty kill and then put some pressure back on the offensive end. In center right, in the circle is Seth Davis for the Tetons. He's going to take it. It's going to be touched away. There goes Barnes. Barnes off to the races. One man to beat, and he's going to get it at the net. No hook call on the play. Barnes steals it. Centering pass. Go. Slap shot. That's going to be blocked. Barnes again on the chance, and that is right into the glove of Stigman. And that is peppering shots on goal by the Tetons. As Bison may have gotten away with a penalty on that one. A little bit of a hook there or a hold on Barnes when he was streaking to the net. 1 second left on the penalty kill. The puck is dropped. The penalty is over. Back onto the ice comes Wallace. Full strength for the Tetons. Back out for Wallace comes Barrett. Here comes the Bison up the ice, intercepted by the Tetons, and a stick and a puck got intercepted. Bison regain control. They'll swing it over to Brian Anderson, working his way around, dumps it off into the hands of Freddie Peters in goal for Williston State. Bison still looking for their first official shot on goal on the night. 14:05 left to go in period number 1. Tetons and Bison at full strength. And Tetons looking to continue to pour it on. They got 3 goals within the first 5 minutes of the first period. In the center circle with the Tetons is Ellickson. He's going to win the face-off. Swung around by Williston. They get it over to Jackson Dodds. Trying to poke it out. Kept alive by the Bison. Dumped back behind Peters. Tetons wrap it around over the hands of Fox Dodds. Collision on the glass. Dodds comes away with it. Shot on goal. No, just missed the side of the goal for Peters. There's Dodds. Has it. He shoots it up. Bison have to give chase along the boards. Backs it go into the zone. He'll be flipped up. Intercepted by Jackson Dodds. Slap shot up. No good on goal. Block again by Stigman. Tetons regain possession. He'll be up at center ice, poked away by the Bison, kept alive in the Bison zone by Williston State. Centering pass is a whiff, and it's going to go crash down behind the net. Keeping it alive is Dodds, brings it back up, looking for someone on the point. There it goes, back up to the point is Perrier. Perrier shoots, and that is going to be grabbed by Stigman. Another shot on goal for the Tetons. That's 11 for them so far. 13-14 remaining in the first. Both teams go for a line change as they get their third unit out on the ice. So Tetons to the face-off will bring number 21, Joey Pavick, the 5'10 freshman, the forward from Dickinson, a first-year player for Williston. Won by the Tetons, immediately slapped on goal right at Stigman, and that's going to be knocked away with a leg pad. Tetons regain it off the shot, along just wide of the goal. Back is in the goal, blocked by a stick for the Bison. Looking for a centering pass up top. It goes across the blue line. Tetons will have to fall back and regroup. Skipped up ahead over to Keeker. Keeker pushes it all the way along to Pavitt. Works his way around on top of the goal, and in it goes! Stigman couldn't handle it off the pad, and it whipped over his leg and in for the 4th goal of the period. 12:51 on that one. And that one, I believe it's going to go to Keeker for the goal. So Tetons get their fourth goal in the first period. They seemingly have every answer to any defensive question that the Bison are laying out on the ice here early in this one. Tetons back to center ice for a face-off. Joey Pavic set. Tetons come away with the face-off. Willie Mullis back to receive. It can be off a stick for the Tetons. Bison's picking up deep inside the Teton zone. Big collision behind the net. Who's going to come away with it? Bison are able to scramble free with the puck. Looking for a centering pass. Going to go on top to the point. It's going to be sent over there by Galantic, and that will be wide of the zone. Scramble along the post. Tetons bring it away. Pavic looking to push it up. He sends it up to Kuhn. Kuhn racing, slap shot right at Stingman, and that will be held for a face-off. Tetons, that was their 14th shot on goal in the first 7 minutes and 39 seconds of period number 1. And those NDSU players are looking a little lost out on the ice here in the first period. Here comes the face-off in the Bison zone. Waiting for both players get set. There it goes. Tries for the centering pass right away. Just missed the intended teammate for the Tetons. They're going to kick it up. Intercepted by Williston. Bailey has it. He'll bring it out. Tetons will have to reset. Bison giving chase. Now back behind the net. It's going to be handed off, lost behind the net for the Tetons. It's going to come away, and there's going to be a collision. Couple players hit the ice. Good collision. Tetons kick it up. A 2-on-1 break. Barnes has it. Barnes looks like he's going to take it himself. Backdoor's going to go, and that is another goal for the Tetons. They beat Stigman again, and that one is number 2 in the day for Cody Barnes. One away from the hat trick. We have yet to eclipse 10 minutes past in the first period. 15 shots on goal, and the rout is on here at the Raymond Center in Williston. So still looking to see, we'll get at the period break all the assists that the Tetons have got, and there should be a ton of them. Center ice, Barnes has it. He's going to take it away for the Tetons. Tetons win again on another face-off. They get it, tip it up. On the push, it's going to go Barnes. Tries for a backslide pass. That's going to not hit anyone. Tetons regain control. Back is going to go, kicked up to Barrett. Barrett working down low, trying to find Barnes. He's collided with at the ice. A scrum for it on the ice. Coming away with it for the Bison is number 28, Jaden Mendel. He's going to lose it. Centering pass, nothing there. It's clapped along behind the net. Tetons regain control. Trying to find it up to the point. Coming away for the Tetons is Barrett one more time. He has it along the red line behind the net. Skip centering pass is going to be shot down back behind the net. And that is going to be the Bison. They send it flying, and that should be an icing call, and it is. So no line change coming up for the Bison with the icing call here with 11:06 left to go in the first. And that was just a desperation heave by NDSU to try to get it out of the zone and get a break, as the Tetons are threatening every time up the ice and getting good looks with 15 shots on goal already. 11:06 left to go on the American State Bank scoreboard in period number 1. Tetons have it. Centering pass is going to be deflected by a stick from the Bison. Here goes back behind the net. Up centering shot. That one's no good. Intercepted by Tucker Browning and NDSU. Bison again, or Tetons again are going to keep it away. Long shot. Centering pass. That one's deflected. Tetons trying to go across the middle several times, just not finding it. Here's a quick shot. That's deflected on the wrister by Fox Dodds. Bison have it. They're going to shoot it up. Stick check, knocks it away, but Bison retain control. Ben Larson has it up the net. He's going to take a glancing blow from Williston State. For the Tetons, Hunter Roslin has it. He'll lose it. Bison have it back behind the net. They're trying to get it away. Tetons down there, trying to poke it free. Stick on the ice. Wrap it back around. Racing for it is Hunter Roslin. He's the first one to it. He'll collide with a Bison player. Underneath it goes. Tetons trying to lay the wood here. Centering shot going to go through legs. Bison and the Tetons chasing it down underneath. Tetons have to chase for another broken stick on the ice. Centering shot. That one's blocked underneath by Peters. That might be the first shot on goal for the Bison. Here comes the Tetons racing up the ice. Fox Dodd has it. One man to beat. He's just going to be wide of the net. And that one will swing all the way back down behind the Tetons goal. They'll grab it as both teams go for a line change. Picking up the puck is Joey Pavic. He's going to lose it in the zone. That's dumped off. Now over is Willie Mullis. He has it. Pushes it ahead. Tetons trying to race towards to get it. Bison, first man to the puck. Skipped over. Tetons and Bison pushing hard in this first period. Down for the Bison is going to be Grant. Warren has it. He goes for the wrister. Off the post it goes, and out of the air. That's going to be batted by Peters. Tetons get it out, but they can't quite get it. Slap shot one-timer. Nothing there for the Bison. Wrap it around the backside over to Clay Erke. Up on top to the point. It's intercepted by the Tetons. Coming away with it is going to be number 29, Keeker. He pushes it down into the zone, and that's going to be stopped at point-blank range once again by Stigman. So 2 shots on goal now for the Bison, 17 for Williston State with 9:01 left to go in the first period. Tetons up on the American State Bank scoreboard 5-0 in the first period. So line changes for both teams after some very fast up and down hockey. Tetons starting to lay some heavy hits on these undersized Bison players. Here comes the face-off. Deep in the Bison zone. That'll be taken away by the Tetons. Up to the point. Quick shot around the net. It goes. Tetons will have to give chase. They're over there. Barnes is going to get it. Centering pass. That just can't be handled over by Barrett. Tetons retain possession. For Barrett it goes. He tries to pop it away off a Bison stick. Still along the net it goes, finally gets wrapped around, up on top to the point it goes. Here comes a slap shot, back of the net it goes again for the Tetons. That one driven home by Jordan Scahill. Tetons up 6-0 with 8:33 left in the first, and this one is fast and furious. Tetons are banging it in there, 18 shots on goal. 1 out of every 3 shots they put at goal is finding its way through. Here comes the face-off, and there's going to be a whistle. Someone took off a little bit too early, and it looked like it was Cody Barnes trying to get a jump on the face-off just by a second. So they'll go once again. Barnes in the center circle along with Strudinger. Strudinger wins the face-off for the Bison. They'll get it up into the zone, intercepted by the Tetons. It swung back around. Back come the Bison. No time for a line change for the Tetons. Dug. 6 save by Peters. He'll wrap it around the net and get back into the crease. Here comes Williston State again. They'll get it. Looking to go on a charge. Tipped up on the boards by the Bison. Intercepted back behind the Tetons net. Centering pass goes between legs. Back up on top. Over to Oistet. Oistet. He'll dump it back to Carter. Carter looking to push it in, dumping, giving chase. Tetons bring it back down into the zone. That's taken by Davis. Davis is going to go back over to Scahill. Back to Davis. Will weave through some legs. He'll try to poke it away, and there's going to be a big collision. Both players hit the ice back up quickly. No penalty on the play. Bailey is going to dump it off. He can't quite get it past there. Tetons, first time all game they've struggled to get it out of their own zone. Centering pass is just going to miss. Picked up in the air. Reverse shot by the Bison's Ryan Scherf. He'll miss wide of the net. Here comes another shot along the end line. Goal. No, off the blocker of Peters. Tetons finally come away with it. They're going to get it up the net. We're going to go blue line. No one there. Someone out of position for the Tetons, and that is going to be taken out of there by Williston State. Everyone's kind of slow to think there's going to be a penalty as Ryan Scherf slid into the boards. Tetons poking away. Here's a wide open opportunity. If he can get there first, it's going to be sent away by the Bison. That was going to be a 1-0 break by Seth Davis. The pass was just a little too hard. Tetons are going to come back to it first. Connor Perrier first to touch the pass. Tetons centered up, but there's the Bison waiting for it. Grabbing it is Isaac Schmidt. He'll bring it back as they do some changes along the lines. Bison have a 3-on-2 break, and there's going to be a whistle on the ice. That one looks like that may be offsides, so that'll stop things here for the Bison and the Tetons at the 6:45 mark here in period number 1. Bison now with 4 shots on goal in the game. Tetons with 18. So Tetons and Bison centering off just into Teton portions of the ice. That faceoff is going to be won by the Tetons. Along the board, going to be brought up over there by Dodds. He'll kick back over right to Peters. Taken up at the red line by Perrier. He'll dish it off. Down along the boards, back to Dodds. He's going to be hit. Taken by the Tetons once again. Hunter Roslin pushes it up the ice. 3-on-2, 5-on-2 break. Snapshot by Roslin, no good. And Tetons will keep it in the Bison portion of the zone. Centering pass is going to be deflected. Roslin along the boards trying to get it out. Keep the possession alive for Williston State. They get it along the boards, trying to get it out. No angles to get a shot down in there. That's Dodds who has it up on the point. Sings it down deep in the zone. Centering pass just misses the stick of Ellingson. And that Ellingson has to dive to try to poke it away from Blacklock for the Bison, and that's a snapshot right at Peters, and Peters covers it up with ease. So the first real threat for the Bison on a breakaway is snuffed out by Freddie Peters, the sophomore, coming out of Rochester, New York. A fifth shot on goal now for the Bison. 5:54 left to go in period number 1. Tetons up 6-0. Here comes the face-off in the Teton zone. First taken away there by the Bison. Tetons taken away on the break is going to be Kicker. No man to beat. Can he get the angle? And that one is going to be taken out of there. Good glove save by Stigman. And Tetons will face off with the Bison deep in NDSU zone. Here 5:45 remaining in the first period on the American State Bank scoreboard. Here's the face-off. Now it's going to be taken away by the Bison, one of the rare ones that they run. They swing it around the zone, taken by Beaton. Beaton can't hand it off to anybody. Scrum for it, and it's going to be finally sent on. Tetons regain possession. Swings it up over to Kicker. Kicker will push it over to the center ice. No one there. He regains control. Shove from the back. Tetons come away with it. Hard hit into the boards on Pavic, and there's going to be a whistle called, and I believe that one is going to be on the Bison. That hard hit there along the boards may have been a little much. We'll see the official call. And that will be sending to the penalty box is number 7, Colby Beaton. So it looks like also heading to the box is going to be Malte Kuhn for the Tetons. So an elbowing and then a retaliation for both sides. So 2 minutes on each, so we have some 4-on-4 hockey here for the next 2 minutes. 5:23 remaining in the first period. Tetons up 6-0. They've also just about quadrupled their shots on goal for the Bison. Here comes the face-off, taken away by the Tetons, and there's going to be a quick whistle right after the Tetons took away the face-off. So, and that may have been, instead of a quick whistle, a late whistle on the face-off, so it looks like they'll do it again. Taking the face-off for the Tetons. Number 2, Kyle Barrett. It's going to be taken away by the Bison. They have a 3-on-1 break, poked away from behind, and can't quite get back is Ryan Scherf for the Bison. Teton will come away with it. Alexander Bailey, he'll push it up the ice, trying to swing it past Scherf. First person to get it is going to be Barrett, but they're going to call icing on that one. That'll bring it back to the zone. So 5:04 remaining, 1:40 left to go for 4-on-4 hockey. And Tetons will face off one more time with the Bison. This one coming at center ice. In for the Tetons to take the face-off is going to be number 27, Seth Davis. In for the Bison, Ryan Scherf. Here's the face-off, taken away by the Tetons. They'll bring it back. Working his way back around is Scahill. He'll dump it off to Bailey. Bailey taking it around his own goal, and he'll push it up now. Long pass is going to be just a little bit too hard, and it's going to be lost at center ice. Bison got away with the holding on that one, but they dump it back into the zone. Tetons regain control. There's Scahill. He loses the handle on the puck. He'll have to come back. Good on-puck pressure and forecheck by the Bison. And Scahill now bringing it around. Now Davis pushing him up, weaving his way through traffic, trying to take it himself. That's going to be dumped off at center ice, or at the point, and Tetons have to slow things down. We'll see if they back out. No, they push on. Dump down is going to be poke checked out of there. Tetons bring it back there. Bison are going to take control at the blue line. Here they push it up the ice. Having it is Weirin. Weirin pushes it down. Good opportunity for the Bison. They just can't capitalize. Tetons poking away again. Can they get to the puck first? Just can't get there. Taking away from it is going to be Barnes. Can he get home? He just can. Great opportunity for Barnes. He would have had a hat trick if he could have got that one done. 30 seconds left on 4-on-4 hockey. Bison looking to push up over to the hands of Isaac Schmidt. He pushes it down there. 3 Tetons waiting for the pass. They're sinking down to play defense. Slapped across the crease. It's going to be deflected by Peters. Ripped it back around are the Bison. Up on top now to Erickson. Erickson going to have it poked away. Now Tetons trying to come away with it. A 2-on-1 break. Tetons trying to get it. They just missed the centering pass up to Jackson Dodds, who had had a wide open breakaway. One-timer just misses for the Tetons. Back to full strength. The Tetons and the Bison. Long pass is going to go back inside behind the net for the Tetons, and that's going to be icing. So with 3:16 Tetons will march back down to the Bison zone, and they'll face off, trying to add another one on here late in period number 1. In the circle for the Tetons, Isaac Ellingson ready to take the face-off. Here's the puck, and it's going to be taken away there by the Bison. Ellingson racing hard, trying to get down there. Bison wrap it around, have it along the boards. It's going to be a long pass, intercepted by the Tetons at center ice. Chip pass down there. Bison get it one more time. Scooting it ahead is Ben Larson. He can't find anybody getting out. Nathaniel Bauer has it. Back to Larson. Tetons play some pestering defense. They take it away. Over there is Fox Dodds back behind the net. Can he wrap around? And centering pass just going to be off the line. Tetons and Bison into the boards. Long pass by the Bison is intercepted. Over to Jackson Dodds. He has it along the boards, wrapping it around. Bison can't clear the zone. 2:41 left to go. Centering pass going to go over. Snapshot is going to be just missed off the puck, or off the stick of Connor Perrier. Bison intercept the pass. Can bring it up along the boards. Tetons, good defense, not getting anything through. Now it squeaks through. First man to the puck for the Tetons is Fox Dodds. He'll bring it back. Hand it over to Hunter Roslin, who'll push it up the ice for Williston State. Swings his way through defense. Good puck handling by Roslin. The backdoor pass, dump off. He's going to lose his footing and drop. Lost an edge on that one. Here comes the Bison. They have a chance for a break. Tetons too fast. Coming back. Now Bison have another chance for a break. Just as the Tetons were line changing, but they couldn't connect with the pass. Back going to try and grab it is Roslin. And that one crossed a couple lines, so that will be an icing call once again. Under 2 minutes remaining in period number 1. 1:59. Tetons still up 6-0 here in the first. Face off deep inside the Bison zone, taking the face for the Tetons. Joey Pavic. And Tetons were waiting on an extra player to get on. They only had 4 on the ice. Face off is going to be won by the Bison, poked away. Here comes a rush for the Bison. A 1-on-3 rush will be breaking down the dump off pass at centering pass right there. They couldn't get a second one. Back behind the net it goes. Tetons are going to be the first one there. Monty Kuhn, first one to get to it. His first shift after hitting the penalty. It's going to be a long tossed up. His dump and chase so the Bisons can get a line change of their own. Lazy pass is intercepted by the Bison. Back behind the Tetons net. Tetons trying to get it out of there. Up it goes off the official and we poked out of there. Here comes a break for the Tetons. Here comes Kuhn. He's pushing up there. 2-on-2 break. Defenders, good job guarding the puck. Centering pass, not there for the Tetons. Off a skate, can't rebound, and it goes back to the Williston State. They're going to bring it back up. Here comes a snapshot, and that one is going to be just wide of the goal. On the shot was Keeker on that one. Tetons off the board, centering pass off a skate, slow pass behind the net, rebound not there for the Tetons once again. They hold on, under a minute left to go in the first. Bison trying to get it out of the board. Along skates, finally taken out by NDSU. They're going to push it up the ice. Tetons with a big interception as a good hip check along. Tetons pushing it back down and chop it down back behind the zone so they can line change. 43 seconds left to go in the first. Getting the puck is Caden Carter and lose it in front of the net and in it's going to go. Rebound not there. Second chance not there as well. 20 shots on the period for the Tetons. They have 30 seconds left and that one's going to be in there. Twisted wrister Seth Davis from long range, call him a sniper. 29.9 seconds left in the first period. Tetons take a 7-0 lead. They have the 21-7 advantage, shots on goal, and they aren't finished yet here as there's still 2 more periods plus 29.9 seconds left. Center circle once again is Cody Barnes. He's going to lose the face-off to the Bison. Bison dump it around. Peters stops it with his stick. He'll be dumped off back behind. 19 seconds left. Trying to get it out from behind the zone. Giving chase is Wallace. Wallace gets it up. Trying for one last rush. Here's 11 seconds left. 2-on-1 break. Top shelf. And that one is going to be a glove save with about 8 seconds left on the clock. They're officially now 6.3. And Stigman with a nifty glove save. Tetons have 6.3. They'll have to win the face-off, get a center, and then wrist it in there if they want to put in one more before we head to the locker room. Face-off is going to be dove on by the Bison, taken out of there. Final 2 seconds, and that one's going to be dumped up. Bison won't get a shot on goal. Tetons head to the locker room with an enormous lead, 7-0 after the first period. We're going to step aside for a 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back for the period stats here from the Raymond Center in Williston.
Invest in yourself at Williston State College.
Scholarship opportunities are available to local and regional students. Eligible students can receive up to $12,000 in tuition and fees.
Make an investment in your education and future with 13 CTE and 15 associate programs, including business management, cybersecurity, agriculture, massage therapy, nursing, petroleum automation, IT, welding, and diesel technology.
Let them help you with that investment in your life. Call 701-774-4200 or visit willistonstate.edu/scholarships.
So you need a new vehicle. You've done your homework, and a new Honda would be perfect. Reliable, fuel-efficient, stylish, perfect. But where do you go? Why not your hometown Honda dealer? Ryan Honda at Ryan Motors in Williston. We have a nice selection of affordable new Hondas, and when it comes time for service, Ryan Honda's authorized Honda Service Center will keep your Honda running its best for years. Come see us today. Your full-service hometown Honda dealership. Ryan Honda at Ryan Motors in Williston, or shop RyanHonda.net.
When you're looking for a new or a different home, seek the counsel of the professionals at Bison Brokers. Bison Brokers has offices in Plentywood, Montana, Watford City, and Williston. The realtors at Bison Brokers know the market and will help you find the home that fits your requirements and budget. They're happy to answer all your questions about the area. The real estate office you want to know is Bison Brokers in Watford City, Plentywood, and Williston. Find them online at basonbrokers.com.
Of all your choices for financial institution, really the best is the West. Western Cooperative Credit Union is money done the Western way. WCC will provide you with good old-fashioned Western hospitality every time you walk through our door. We treat you like neighbors ought to treat each other, because that's just who we are, neighbors. So head west. We know you're here when you see the Bison on our side. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
McDonald's of Williston is proud to support all the Williston State Teton athletic teams and would like to wish them success this season. McDonald's would like to thank the community of Williston and the surrounding area for your patronage over the years. Hey, the next time you're in town, stop by McDonald's for a great meal or a quick snack. McDonald's of Williston. Breakfast, lunch, or dessert, come on into McDonald's of Williston. Proud to be a part of Teton Athletics and proud to be part of the Williston community.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news. I need to try it first.
Mike, we're back here for Teton Hockey on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons are up at the end of the first period, 7-0. Taking a look at the period break stats. At the 18:07 mark, Tetons got their first goal. Bringing that one home was number 24, Cody Barnes. He was assisted by number 27, Seth Davis. Less than a minute and 11 seconds later at the 16:59, it was Jackson Dodds bringing it home. He was assisted by Fox Dodds on the score. At the 15:37 mark, first goal of the period by Jordan Scahill. He got that one in unassisted. At the 12:37 mark, for the Tetons, bringing it home was Joey Babick. He was assisted by William Wallace as well as Malty Kuhn. 11:53 mark of the first, putting in his second goal of the period, number 24, Cody Barnes. That one was unassisted. Jordan Scahill got his second goal of the period at the 8:35 mark, assisted by Cody Barnes. And then with 29 seconds remaining, putting it in the back of the net and lighting the lamp, number 27, Seth Davis, assisted by Cody Barnes, as well as Kyle Barrett. So Barnes has 2 goals scored and 2 assists in the game. Scahill has 2 goals scored. Tetons up 7-0, and the rout is on here at the Raymond Center in Williston. And Tetons, they might be pouring it on, looking to get as many good looks as they can throughout the game. Shots on goal is 21-7. So Tetons able to have their way early and often against the Bison. A little over 10 minutes left to go here between periods 1 and 2. We're going to step aside for another 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the penalties that were incurred in the first period. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
From their humble beginnings in 1910 through 4 generations, family-owned First International Bank and Trust has been delivering on the promise to help dreams come true, one customer at a time. Their style of banking places the focus on you first and your overall experience, keeping your best interests in mind and striving to provide smart financial solutions that improve and simplify your life, letting you get back to what matters most. First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You don't have to drive hundreds of miles to get a great deal on a new or used vehicle. Price sells cars at Williston Auto. We're in the business of beating the deal from any dealer. Go ahead, shop around from Bismarck to Billings. Then bring us their best deal. We'll squish it like a bug and beat it like a rented mule. No animals or insects were injured while making this commercial. Price sells cars at Williston Auto and WillistonAuto.com. See dealer for details.
G&G Pharmacy, an independent, locally owned retail pharmacy committed to providing you top-notch customer service from their friendly, fast, and knowledgeable staff. Open 7 days a week. G&G Pharmacy offers the convenience of a drive-through window and a traditional retail store. Melissa and Doug toys available at their downtown Service Drug location. And no more wondering when your prescription's ready. Use the mobile app or receive a text message when it's ready from G&G Pharmacy. 572-RXRX. That's 572-7979.
On Sundays, your NFL team is always playing at Buffalo Wild Wings. With 63 HD TVs having the NFL package, you will not miss a minute of action. Enjoy wings, salads, sandwiches, and more as your teams take the field. Come in and fan up while enjoying the variety of beers on tap from kickoff to the final whistle. Located at 417 Rieger Drive in Williston, North Dakota, football lives here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beers, sports.
Performance Plus, something new from American State Bank and Trust Company, an account that fits your active lifestyle. Free digital banking services including bill pay, remote deposit, and e-statements, an instant issue debit card, limited ATM fee refunds, and no maintenance fees. Go to ASBT.com for terms and conditions and stop in our Main or North offices to open your new Performance Plus account. Banking the American State way. It's banking your way with Performance Plus. Member FDIC.
Invest in yourself at Williston State College.
Scholarship opportunities are available to local and regional students. Eligible students can receive up to $12,000 in tuition and fees.
Make an investment in your education and future with 13 CTE and 15 associate programs, including business management, cybersecurity, agriculture, massage therapy, nursing, petroleum automation, IT, welding, and diesel technology.
Let them help you with that investment in your life. Call 701-774-4200 or visit willistonstate.edu/scholarships.
Mike and we're back here for Teton Hockey on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons are at the break at the end of period number 1 against NDSU. 7-0. There have been 2 penalties on each team here in the first period. It got started just 20 seconds into the first period, and it was interference on number 3, Isaac Schmidt, for NDSU. That penalty was negated by a Teton goal. Tetons got into the penalty box themselves at the 16:22 mark when William Wallace got whistled for a cross-check. Then at the 5:23 mark, there was a double penalty, interference on the Bison. That was by number 7, Colby Beaton. And then for the Tetons at the same time was on number 23, Malty Kuhn. They both spent 2 minutes in the box. Tetons also have a shorthanded goal in the game. They have a power play goal and a shorthanded goal. That power play goal was taken by Cody Barnes, and then Jordan Scahill had a nice toe drag to get the puck in the back of the net for the shorthanded goal as part of that 7-goal first period. and Tetons looking to cruise. Zamboni is out on the ice. A little over 5 minutes left to go here in period between the first and the second period. Coming up tomorrow for Teton Athletics, Teton women's basketball will be on the road to play Bismarck State College and the Mystics. Tetons will be leaving home at 8:30 in the morning, and they'll have an early game tomorrow. Just one game, just the women playing. On Sunday, the men will be on the road. They'll be heading to Miles City to play the Pioneers, and it's still the fallout from that Mondac Conference preseason tournament that happened in Newtown. Any of the teams that they didn't play in the tournament, they will now be headed back to play them, as each team in the Mondac Conference plays each other 3 times during the season. So lots of Teton athletics to happen here throughout the year. 14:18 left to go here before we get underway. We're going to take one last 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back and ready to go for the puck drop to start period number 2. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
You need a new vehicle. You've done your homework, and a new Honda would be perfect. Reliable, fuel efficient, stylish, perfect. But where do you go? Why not your hometown Honda dealer, Ryan Honda at Ryan Motors in Williston. We have a nice selection of affordable new Hondas, and when it comes time for service, Ryan Honda's authorized Honda Service Center will keep your Honda running its best for years. Come see us today, your full-service hometown Honda dealership, Ryan Honda at Ryan Motors in Williston, or shop ryanhonda.net.
When you're looking for a new or a different home, seek the counsel of the professionals at Bison Brokers. Bison Brokers has offices in Plentywood, Montana, Watford City, and Williston. The realtors at Bison Brokers know the market and will help you find the home that fits your requirements and budget. They're happy to answer all your questions about the area. The real estate office you want to know is Bison Brokers in Watford City, Plentywood, and Williston. Find them online at basonbrokers.com.
Of all your choices for a financial institution, clearly the best is the West. Western Cooperative Credit Union is money done the Western way. WCCU provides you with good old-fashioned Western hospitality every time you walk through our door. We treat you like neighbors ought to treat each other, because that's just who we are, neighbors. So head west. You'll know you're here when you see the Bison on our sign. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
McDonald's of Williston is proud to support all the Williston State Teton athletic teams and would like to wish them success this season. McDonald's would like to thank the community of Williston and the surrounding area for your patronage over the years. Hey, the next time you're in town, stop by McDonald's for a great meal or a quick snack. McDonald's of Williston. Breakfast, lunch, or dessert, come on into McDonald's of Williston. Proud to be a part of Teton Athletics and proud to be part of the Williston community.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
From their humble beginnings in 1910 through 4 generations, family-owned First International Bank and Trust has been delivering on the promise to help dreams come true, one customer at a time. Their style of banking places the focus on you first and your overall experience, keeping your best interests in mind and striving to provide smart financial solutions that improve and simplify your life, letting you get back to what matters most. First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mike, we're back here for Teton Hockey on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons and the Bison still waiting to come out from the locker room under a minute before we get underway for the second period. And it should be a great one. Tetons up 7-0 after 1. They've gotten 21 shots on goal, and they have been absolutely peppering. The goalie for the Bison, number 30, Aiden Stigmon, who has made some nice saves of himself. He has 14 saves on the game, and a couple of them were some fantastic glove saves where he was able to get that glove up there before it found the back of the net. Tetons looking to come away with their first win of the year. This is the first game of the year for NDSU, so they are still figuring some things out preseason. Tetons 0-5 on the season. They're 40 minutes away from coming away with their first win for this 2022-2023 season. Locker room doors opening up, and out here come the Tetons as they're getting set to hit the ice to start things off. Talking with Coach Galt earlier in the day, he was hoping that the Tetons would put up an impressive number on the game, and he was hoping that the defense would hold up and pitch a shutout as well. I don't know if he could have hoped this good of a result so far, as it is 7-0 Tetons on pace. We'll have to see how hard they keep the hammer down the rest of the two periods, and if they can keep pace, because ACHA hockey, you let up a little bit and you leave the door open to someone to start chipping away at no matter how big of a lead. And Tetons looking to put some momentum on there. Bison, first one's out on the ice, 20 minutes up on the clock, and officials are now getting the nets ready to go back on. Here come the Tetons out of the locker room as they're set to go. Both teams letting to go about a minute and a half away before we get going. We're going to take that minute break and be back for the start of the second here from Williston.
You don't have to drive hundreds of miles to get a great deal on a new or used vehicle. Price sells cars at Williston Auto. We're in the business of beating the deal from any dealer. Go ahead, shop around from Bismarck to Billings. Then bring us their best deal. We'll squish it like a bug and beat it like a rented mule. No animals or insects were injured while making this commercial. Price sells cars at Williston Auto and WillistonAuto.com. See dealer for details.
G&G Pharmacy, an independent, locally owned retail pharmacy committed to providing you top-notch customer service from their friendly, fast, and knowledgeable staff. Open 7 days a week. G&G Pharmacy offers the convenience of a drive-through window and a traditional retail store. Melissa and Doug toys available at their downtown Service Drug location. And no more wondering when your prescription's ready. Use the mobile app or receive a text message when it's ready from G&G Pharmacy. 572-RXRX. That's 572-7979.
Mike and we're back here for Teton basketball on 660 Keys News Radio. Tetons on the ice, ready to go. Here come the Bison as we have 20 more minutes. Periods 2 and 3 coming up. Tetons looking to put the hammer down and put their skates on the neck of the Bison to show who is the better Buffalo-themed team in the state. Face-off is going to be taken away by the Bison. Back behind their own net. Hits the back of the net. Here they're looking to push off. Tetons starting off strong on defense. Grabbing the ball, puck back behind the net. For the Tetons is going to be Jackson Dodds. Tetons lose the puck up to the bite. Here's a little foot pass. Is going to come up. Now over it'll go to Stoutinger. Stoutinger dumps it back behind. They give chase. Tetons get it away. Jackson Dodds going to kick it up along the side of the net. Or side of the over. Going to go to Fox Dodds. Tetons lose it. Kidnap has it back. He swings it back behind the net. Backwards pass once again. Fox Dodds has it. Who's going to lose it? Center over in front of the net. Here comes a wide open shot on goal, and that one's going to sneak through for the Bison. Shot on goal for that one was Ryan Scherf. So Tetons, a little bit of mistake early on, and that one finds its way into the back of the net. 19-13 remaining in period number 2. So the shutout is no more. Tetons look a little bit disgusted with themselves out on the ice as they'll now have to pick up the pieces, not allow that one goal to become 2 or 3, and let the Bison back into it. Next face-off. Coming up there, taken away for the Tetons. Barnes has it. He pushes it up. He gives chase after, dumping it down into the board. Centering pass gets on their point-blank range. Answer back within seconds. 19:04 left on the clock. Tetons find the back of the net, and that one's going to be put home by the Tetons by Isaac Ellingson. So Ellingson gets the score on that one. Tetons answer back hurry now 8-1. 19:04 left. Another face-off coming at center ice. Once again, it's Barnes going to be bringing it on there. Taken away by the Bison. Poked away by the Tetons. Dumped back into the Teton zone. They'll give chase. Scherf look to hound it down. Bison dump it off into their own zone. Here they have, over on the puck. Bauer has it. He loses it to the Tetons. 3-on-2 rush for the Tetons. Swung up over to Seth Davis. Has it on the point. It's going to hit a defender in the leg, and Tetons will have to back up and reset. Long shot is going to be wide of the goal for Williston State. Davis gets it up. He's going to center it down. Poked away by the Tetons. Back to the stick of Davis. Poked away by Bison. Pushing up is Bauer. He dumps it down, and the Bison will give chase. Scherf has it. One touch. Backwards is going to go. Shot on goal is going to be swallowed up by Peters. There'll be a face-off in the Teton zone here. 18:20 remaining in the second period on the American State Bank scoreboard. 2 goals in less than a minute. One by each team, now 8-1. Tetons answered back with authority here in that one. Bison win the face-off. They chip it up. Tetons can't handle it, and to be taken out of the zone by Roslin. Roslin has it stolen away from him. Working it up the ice is going to be Warren. Warren tries to get it down there, blocked along the boards. It'll be shifted around. Up it's going to go to the Tetons. Nice, nifty move. Here comes Kuhn. Kuhn pushes it up. He's just too strong with it, loses it out there. Bison regain control, pushing it up past center ice. It will be Beaton. Beaton loses the handle. Back to the Tetons, back and forth around the center ice they go. Schmidt has it up on top. Tetons on the push. Wrapping it around the net is going to be NDSU. Coming away with it will be number 23 for the Tetons. Here's Kuhn. He will be swallowed up along the board. Dump it off. Slowing it down and pulling it out is Pavic. Pavic tries for the centering pass. Nothing there. Skating over to pick it up is Perrier. Perrier now long. It goes off a stick back behind the net. Tetons trying to get it back out to the point. They'll have it. Bison. Good pesky defense. Up on top to Perrier. He'll bounce it off the boards. Intercepted by the Bison. There we go. On the push is going to be Stoudinger. Stoudinger looking for the center pass. No good. Taken away by the Tetons. Big collision. Here comes 3-on-2 rush for the Tetons. Up on the point. Pavic has it. He dumps it off. No one there. Taking it away for the Bison will be Mendel. Mendel pushing it up. He just dumps it down to Roslin. Off the boards it's going to go, and there's going to be a whistle on the ice. It's like someone may have jumped in a little too early. So that'll be a face-off coming at center ice between the two squads. So 16:53 left on the American State Bank scoreboard. Tetons still up by 7, 8-1. Tetons trying to figure who is out on the ice. Heading to the zone will be number 23 for Williston State, Malty Kuhn. So Kuhn will take his second trip to the penalty box. 2 minutes up on the clock. Tetons will have to go for their second penalty kill. Last time they were on the penalty kill, they got a shorthanded goal. Face-off going to be won by the Bison. Kicked away by Peters, and he is going to grab it off the pad. And it'll be another face-off. 1:55 left on the power play. So that one was on too many pen on the power play, as it was Kuhn who jumped on just a tad too early. 16:48. Here comes another face-off. Taking it for the Tetons is Barrett. In there for the Bison is Scherf. Here comes Scherf. Kicks it out of the circle. It's going to be blocked by a pad for the Tetons. They'll look to dump it off. Tetons just about had a breakaway. That was Barrett trying to race to it. That pass was tipped up there towards the goal. Tetons come away with it. They're going to bring it back, look for numbers, and centering to the top is going to be taken away by the Bison. And there is going to be an offsides call on the Bison. They had numbers, as it was both Davis as well as it was Seth Davis and Kyle Davis on opposing teams were fell in a heap. So it was a 4-on-3 advantage momentarily before the offsides. Tetons have 1:35 left to kill on the penalty. Taking the face off for Williston is Barnes. It's going to be taken away there by the Tetons. They'll sling it down back into the zone. Doesn't quite get behind the crease, and back will come the Bison. Kyle Davis racing it up the ice, weaving his way through defense. He'll circle back. Swing it, cross ice pass. It goes up on top to Reed Blacklock. Blacklock back behind the net. Over to Davis. Up on top. Swing it to Schmidt. Schmidt trying to find the centering pass. Nothing there. And there's going to be a whistle underneath. And not sure what the whistle was. No indication yet. Now it is the... Not sure what the whistle is yet. So for the stoppage with 16:02 left, a minute 8 left on the penalty kill. So no one heading to the box, and they didn't have to put the net back on goal. Be a face-off deep inside the Teton zone. Taking the face-off will be Barnes for the Tetons and Warren for the Bison. Their face-off won by the Tetons. They're going to take it away. Scahill has it along the boards, trying to dump it off. He'll get it over into Keeker. Keeker trying to work his way. He's going to find it over to Barnes. Barnes pushes it up the ice. He's flying down there, poked away from him from behind, trying to get the centering pass. Nothing there. He'll swing around, trying to dump it off back behind him. Taken away by the Bison. It'll be stopped along the ice. Barnes is going to come away with it. He'll wrap it back up. Again, a couple of Bison are on him right away. Looking to go, push it down the ice. No one there. Good defense by the Tetons. Intercepted at center ice by Bailey. Back will come Williston State. They'll push it up. Not afraid to press on the power play. 32 seconds remaining on the PK. Warren up for the Bison. He tries to dump it along the boards to Beaton. Nothing doing there, and Tetons will wrap it back around and get the line change. 22 seconds left on the PK. Back comes the Bison up the ice. They get it over to Carter. Carter dumps it along. His long pass just can't find the mark. Tetons come away with it. They'll back it down, trying to clear it one last time. 9 seconds left. Here comes a breakaway. 1-0. There goes Ellingson. One man to beat the goalie. He gets it home for the goal. Tetons get number 9 on the board. Their second shorthanded goal of the game for Williston State. 2 seconds left on the penalty play. And Tetons take an 8-point lead, their largest of the game. So Tetons get a fantastic breakaway goal, and Ellingson can finish his first goal of the game, that one unassisted. Here is the faceoff taken by the Tetons, stolen out of there by the Bison. Penalty play is over. Back on the court, or back on the ice is Kuhn. Here come the Bison up the court, intercepted by the Tetons. Centering pass just misses Jackson Dodds. Along the boards it goes. Bison regain control. They'll push it up past center ice. Now it's going to be dumped down. Another pass misses the mark. Roslin, first one to the puck. He swings it back up, but he can't regain control. Tetons gets it. They're going to look to push up the ice again. Going to swing it over into the hands of Dodds, and there will be a whistle on the ice. That one's going to be a holding call on the Bison. Looked like it was going to be a holding call. May have just been an offsides. So if it was not holding, that was a missed one with 14:23 left on the American State Bank scoreboard. Face-off coming just inside the Bison's side. Face-off won by Williston State. They'll back it down. Now push it ahead. One-touch pass by Ellingson. He's going to get across. Pass is just one line, so that'll be taken by the Bison. No icing call. Pushed up the ice. Tipped in there. Stolen back. Point back range. Can't handle it was Keeker. He would have had a wide-open shot on goal. Ellingson grabs it just across the blue line. Fancy ice work. He's trying to work his way down. He gets it. Looking to dump it off to send one across. Centering pass. Not there. Kept alive by the Tetons. Over to Perrier. Wrapped around the back of the net. First one to it is Roslin. He races around. Can't handle the pass. It's going to be lost by the Bison. They try to get along. Line change. Saves it for the Tetons. Dumped off. Here comes a quick shot. Redirected. And that one will find the back of the net. That one is going to be by number 21, Pavic. Assisted by Fox Dodd. So Tetons get their 10th goal of the game at the 13:43 mark. No, it's 10-1 on the American State Bank scoreboard. Tetons with their 24th shot on goal finds the back of the net. They haven't had a lot of shots on goal here in the second period. They have only 3 shots. Every one of them has found the back of the net. Bison win the face-off. Here comes the Tetons once again. They're pushing it up the ice. Dumped off over in the side to Keeker. He can't control the puck, and he loses it out to the Bison. They'll push it up. Trying to race to get to the first man through is Scherf. Scherf squeaks through. He misses wide on the slap shot. Rebounded by the Bison. 2-3 misses on that one for the one-timers off the rebound. Back come the Tetons. Long shot is going to go to Schmidt for the Bison. He's going to hit off his stick and go back behind the net. Schmidt bringing it back up. He'll dump it off. Tetons racing to be the first one through it. They're just late on their huge hit by the Tetons along the boards. They get it along there. Barrett has it. He wraps it back around. Tries to find the centering pass. Over there is Barrett. He can't get it to anyone. High shot, and that one is going to be in there as well. That was a nice wrister, finding the back of the net by William Wallace. That'll add another one on there, 11-1, and Teton The Williston State Tetons are 4 for 4 on shots on goal, finding their way home here in the second period. It is now 11-1. Taking the face-off is going to be Barnes for the Tetons. They come away with it. Pushing it up is Barrett. He's crushed along the boards. Barnes has it. He gets his way through, trying to muscle his way to the goal. He can't. He's going to be poked away by the Bison. Along the boards, trying to squeak it out. Tetons lose a handle along the outside, and it's going to be a knockdown by Williston. Here comes up Barrett. Barrett gets it down there. His shot is poked away. Barnes going to get it out to the point to Scahill. Scahill, one shot over. It's going to go tic-tac-toe. Not there. Taken away by the Bison. Werhan comes away with it. Stolen back by the Tetons. Going to be touched away on the poke check by NDSU. They have it along the board, trying to work it around the back of the net. Barnes there muscles himself, just too strong back behind. Barrett has it now along the official, and he's trying to poke it out with his foot. Finally he does. He gets down into the corner, trying to wrap it back around. Barnes going to be the first one to it. He'll circle it back behind. Off the ledge it goes, up on top, into the point. Slap shot down towards the net, and it's going to hit off a defender's leg. Bison finally get their stick on it and bring it back up the ice. Pushing it up is Stoutinger. Stoutinger's going to dump it off, and a big line change for the Bison. They look tired out there. Long pass to Scahill. He just touches it, lets it get down in there. First man down for the Bison is going to be number 14, Ben Larson. To be taken back by the Tetons. Up on top to the backward to the point. Over it's going to go into Ellingson. Shot on goal, not there. Tetons, first one on the rebound. Centering pass going to be intercepted by NDSU. Taken back by the Bison. Fancy footwork, and that's going to get through. It's a 2-on-1 break. Here comes Davis for the Bison off the foot of Ellingson. He's going to regain control, race it up the ice. He'll work his way through. 2-on-2 now. Here's Ellingson. He works his way, tries to go between the legs and nutmeg someone. He can't find it. Back he'll skip up the ice. Larson chasing. Peters, first one. He's going to slap it off the board. It doesn't right to Ellingson and right to Peters. Off his pad it goes. Giving chase. First one to it is sure for the Bison. Tetons regain possession of the puck. They have 4-on-2 break, bringing it up the ice. On the point is Dodds. Dodds dumps it off. Long shot is going to be deflected. That was off of Fox's Dodds stick. Back come the Bison. Pushing it up is Browning. Browning dumps it down behind the zone off of Peters. One touch, and he's going to have to scramble back into the net as it wasn't taken cleanly by Roslin. Scherf has it. He's going to back it down there, looking for the centering pass. Nothing there. Scramble for it. Tetons come away with the puck. 10:33 left to go in the second period. Tetons trying to get it away. Pavic has it. Lost over to the Bison. Pass is going to be missed by Mason Erickson. Tries to center it up again. Tetons take position. They wrap it around the back of the net, and it's going to skip up. Chasing is Isaac Schmidt. He regains control in the Teton zone. Going back, pushing up now is Stoutinger. Stoutinger dumps it down. Peters goes, and there's going to be a goal. Gets off the net, and they're going to say it's in there. Or they can say it's going to be a goal for the Bison, or did it get off the pegs before it snuck its way in? And they're going to say it was a goal in there for NDSU. Or will they? No word as of yet. If it was a goal that counted or the net came off the pegs first, and it looks like the goal will count for the Bison. So goal is good for the Bison, making it 11-2. Tetons still up by 9 with 10:08 left to go in period number 2 on the American State Bank scoreboard. Pavic at the center circle. He loses the face-off. Bison dump it back down. They give chase. First one to it is William Wallace. He has it back down behind the goal, giving chase for the Tetons. Over to Kuhn. Kuhn gets it there, tries to get it out. Bison retain control. Tetons along the board, trying to snake it out and go on the rush. Nothing there. Back up to the point. Long wrister by the Bison to be wide of the goal. Tetons have 26 shots on goal to just 12 for NDSU. Pavic dumps it off. He'll get it up to Kuhn, who will push it ahead. They're getting into it. First man is Keeker. Keeker trying to find the centering pass all alone. Getting it in there. Shot on goal is good for Joey Pavic. And the Tetons answer back in under a minute, making it 12-2. So Tetons reclaim the 10-point lead. And the scoring continues for Williston State as they are back up by double digits once again. And we are just over halfway through the game between the Tetons and the Bison. At center ice is going to be Barnes for the Tetons, going up against Kyle Davis for the Bison. Here comes the puck drop. It's going to be taken out of there by the Bison. They'll get it back. They'll pull it back. Teton looking for a steal. One touch, and it's going to be pushed ahead over by Erke. Erke has it. He has it stolen away by the Tetons to Bailey. Bailey pushing it up. Taken. Lofty chip pass is going to be the touchdown by the Bison. Backwards. Over. High pass. It goes. That's a hat trick. Cody Barnes, have yourself a day. I don't think he thought that one had a chance to go in, but it went right over the glove of Aiden Stigmund, and that is a hat trick for number 24, Cody Barnes, the 6'6", 220-pound freshman from Kelowna, British Columbia, making it 13-12 at the 9:17 mark of period number 2. Barnes at center ice once again. He'll go up against Davis one more time. Tetons looking to put the hammer down here in this one, up by 11, 13-2. Here comes the face-off, taken away there by the Bison. First man to the puck is Caden Carter, wearing the C on his chest for NDSU. Carter works his way around. He dumps the puck up to Mendel. Mendel pushes, dumps it down in there. Dump and chase. Scahill, first one to it. Tetons come away. Pass is going to go up to the middle, taken back by the Bison, deflected off a Teton stick. That's going to be dumped back down, one-on-one. Back there, good stick poke by the Tetons. They get the puck back, dump it down, and they will dump and chase. Off the boards it go. Tetons are going to have it at the blue line, looking to work their way up, a little backward skating, trying to get to the point, dumped back down, taken away by the Bison, but they can't retain control. Now Bison do take it away. On the handle is Mendel. He pushes it up over to Erke. Erke trying to work his way around, and there's going to be an offside call on NDSU with 8:28 left to go in the second period. Both teams will get a line change, and there'll be a face-off just inside of Teton zone. So it's fast and furious once again. Tetons have already put 6 goals home here in the second period. They started off this period up 7-0. Face-off. Here comes the puck drop, and both players got a little too eager on it. Taken away by the Tetons. They won that one. Over it goes to Connor Perrier. He dumps it off now up ahead to Dodds. Dodds can't handle. Back in the hands of NDSU. Scherf has it. He has one of the 2 goals for the Bison. His shot is going to be blocked off of a Teton stick. Back up to the point for the Bison. Roslin trying to get it. He whiffs on a clearing shot, and that'll be up and over the glass. So Tetons will be deep in their own zone, trying not to allow another goal to come in, preserving their 11-goal lead here in the second period. 8:03 left to go on the American State Bank scoreboard. Taking the face-off for the Tetons will be Isaac Ellingson. In for the Bison will be Ryan Scherf. Scherf wins the face-off, and he gets the puck after the face-off. Good hustle by him. He's back behind the goal, dumping it in there. Bison looking for a centering pass. Now go off the boards, up on top to the point to Oistad. Oistad dumps it down low. Picking up is Warren. Tetons steal the puck away, and now it's going to be jammed up in the corner. Here come the Tetons once again. Ellingson comes away with it. He's looking to push, weaving his way through traffic. He's going to dump it off along the outside to Dodds. Dodds can't handle it. He'll try to send it back to the point. Now up it's going to go to Fox Dodds. Fox Dodds will take it. He has a chance to go for the centering pass, and that's going to be no good. Trying to wrap it around right into the legs of the Tetons. They have it around there. Bison can't come away with it. Finally, Fox Dodds get it. He'll circle it back up. Brings it back down, a little backward skating. He is going to be off of a stick. And Fox Dodds will have to get it again. He's been working his tail off here this one. He goes for a little wrister. He loses a handle on it into the hands of the Bison. Pushing it up the ice is Galdenik. Galdenik loses it. Roslin, first one to it. Tetons are going to catch it, and they will be just offsides here with 7 minutes even left in the second. Little stoppage in play here. Time for both of these teams to have a little bit of a breather, as they have been pushing very, very hard, fast and furious action. Tetons have 7 shots on goal here in this second period so far. 6 of those shots have found the back of the net. So face-off coming deep inside the Teton zone. Waiting for, now there's a penalty coming, so didn't see a signal for that one. That's going to be Isaac Ellingson heading to the box. Both times so far in the game that the Tetons have been on the penalty kill. They've gotten short-handed goals, trying to make it 3 for 3. Face-off won by the Bison up on top. Being a pest, guarding the point is going to be Kyle Barrett. Here comes Snapshot from Kyle Davis for the Bison. He regains it after it rattles around off the boards. Davis up on top. Just about poked away by Cody Barnes. Up onto the point. It's going to be tipped away by the Tetons. And having to give chase is Isaac Schmidt. He takes it just across the blue line. Tipped away off the glass. He gets it again. Wide open chance. Here comes a one-timer. No good for the Tetons. That one's from Barnes over to Barrett. Just couldn't find his way home. Tipped on the pass up from Schmidt. It's going to be poked away by Davis, but Schmidt giving chase. He regains control. Centering pass right on target, but whiffed on the shot. Barrett regains control. He'll cycle it back around. Now push it up the ice. He's going to push 2-on-2. Lose the handle on the puck, and he'll be back behind the goal. Dumped off to Davis. Calling for a centering pass. There's Wallace. Wallace snapshot off a stick and out of play. So with 59 seconds left, Tetons have had the advantage on this penalty. They've spent more time in the Bison zone than the other way around. They're looking for their third shorthanded goal of the game. One has already come in this period. 6 minutes exactly remaining in period number 2. Facing off for the Tetons is Jackson Dodds. He'll go up against Grant Wirren. Here's the drop, won by the Tetons. Have it up on top is Scahill. That one is again going to be off a stick and out of play. We'll do the same thing 5 seconds later. So we'll see who enters. If it'll be once again Dodds in the center circle, it will be Dodds versus Wirren one more time. Here's the puck drop. This time it's going to be won by the Bison. They try to get out of the zone. Swings it over to Erke. Erke has to give it back. Giving chase is Fox Dodds. Great on-puck defense by the Tetons. One-touch pass. On the break is going to be Carter. Carter, no one to beat. Centering pass, no one is there. Tetons get away with one. They bring it back up on top. Carter has it at the point. He'll bring it back. Bison have to retreat. Poked away by Dodds. There's Jackson Dodds. Chases it into the corner looking for Fox Dodds. No one there, and he's going to lose it behind the net. He'll regain control. Bring it back up. One touch. He's going to back up to the point. That's over to Scahill. Scahill's going to slap it in there. Long-range snipe from Jordan Scahill finds the back of the net for the third shorthanded goal of the game for Williston State, making it now 14-2. So have a day, Tetons, here, and we still have 25 minutes left of game time. In the center circle for the Tetons will be Jesse Keeker, and coming up for the Bison going to be number 6, Nathaniel Studinger. So Studinger and Keeker. Keeker takes the face-off over to Roslin, whiffs on the shot, trying to send it back down the ice. Going to dump it back up. It's going to go to Keeker. Keeker has it, center ice, long distance shot, and that's going to be taken. Glove save by Stigman. Wrapped back down. Tetons trying to go for a second shorthanded goal, and now it's going to be back to full strength. Tetons turn it over. Kuhn has it along. He's trying to muscle his way in there, and that's going to be another goal for Williston State. Backhanded goal by number 23, Malty Kuhn. And that will be goal number 15 in the game for the Tetons here at the 4:53 mark in period number 2. So Tetons still putting the onslaught on. They now have 8 goals in this second. Face-off won by the Tetons, taken back by Perrier. He'll swing it around up to Roslin. Roslin, he's going to try to dish it off over to Keeker, but can't handle the pass. Keeker gets it back. It'll hit off of Perrier. He regains control. Now up to the Bison. They take it away. Getting it up. Can't handle the pass for the Bison is Stoutinger back behind the net. Roslin first one to it. Tetons into Keeker. Bison trying to regain control. They can't. Here's the push by Pavic. Pavic looks to swing it around and takes the quick shot. That'll be grabbed by Stigman once again. 32 shots on goal for the Tetons. 15 goals. So they have quite a few here, and they've scored 8 goals on 11 shots here in period number 2. Face-off coming deep in the Bison zone. Taking it for Williston State will be Cody Barnes. In for the Bison is Kyle Davis. Davis takes away. Point-blank range, and they try to get it past Stigman, and they can't. Shot on goal was by Kyle Barrett. Tetons just about got an easy one from point-blank range, but Stigman doing a good job not allowing a rebound to be put back in the back of the net. Once again, it'll be Davis going up against Barnes, Tetons come away with a long-range shot, and Stigman can't hold on to that one. Back behind the net it goes. Davis has it. Trying to work it back up to the point. Swings it over to Kindop. Bison come away with it. They'll send it down, and that'll be back behind the Teton goal for an icing. So they'll march back down the ice. This time they're calling for it at center ice. 4:02 remaining in period number 2. Tetons pushing the pressure on here. We are just about 36 minutes elapsed through the game. Tetons scoring at an enormous clip here in this one. Tetons looking for their first win of the season still. This is the first game of the year for the Bison. Bison win the puck. They get it over into the hands of Erickson. Pushes it up, taken back by the Tetons in front of their own goal. Grabbing it is Kindop. He pushes it up. That one's going to be right towards goal, just off to the side. Tetons the first one there. They avoid the icing call. Good hustle by Williston State. Here comes Kindop. Slap shot. That's off the net. Rebound. Wrapping it back around. Tries for the Tetons. Centering pass. Not going to be there. Back into the hands of the Bison. They'll push it up off the stick of Williston State. Going to go. Davis has it. He tries to get it. Swings it over to Davis, who lost an edge. Bison her first one back to it. Bauer looking to push it. Tetons take it away. Bison regain control. They're going to flip it up right to Davis. He tries to touch it down, but can't quite get to it. It'll be skipped up, and that one will be back behind the Teton net. First one to it is William Wallace for Williston State. He'll get it back behind. Now skip it up ahead to Davis. Davis weaving his way through traffic, and it'll be poked out of there by the Tetons. Barrett has it, working his way along the ice. Shreve, he's going to lose an edge on their Tetons. Hustle onto him. Wallace had a chance to get to it, but he backed off as he would have been meeting at the middle with Reed Blacklock. Back come the Bison. They're going to dump and chase. Back it's going to go to Bailey for the Tetons. Bailey, he loses a handle. One-timer just past the goal. And that second shot is going to be no good into the glove of Peters. So Peters with 13 out of 15 save shots in the game. 2:44 remaining in period number 1 on the American State Bank scoreboard. Wallace taking a trip to the bench. Coming in for him is Jordan Scahill back on. Here comes the face-off, won by the Bison. They're going to have to race to it. Tetons giving chase. Going to have to dump it off. Scahill over to Dodds. Dodds trying to get a point-blank range. Little centering pass is going to be deflected. Dodd wraps it around, gets it in there, and that is a goal by Jackson Dodds, and he gets it home for point number 16 in the game. So Jackson Dodds enters the chat, getting goals. Tetons have now more than tripled or quadrupled their total goal output of the season. They enter the game with 5 goals scored through 5 games. Now they have 16 through just under 2 periods played. Face-off taken by the Bison. Fox Dodds steals it away over to the hands of Isaac Ellingson. He'll back it down up on top. Centering pass is going to be slipped in there. Little ground ball is going to be battered away by Stigman. Back comes the Bison. They're going to skip it up ahead over to Erke. Erke off the board he goes. He'll give chase, get the puck himself. First man to it for the Tetons is Bailey. Bison regain control. Now taken away by Ellingson. He'll push it up the ice. Over to Dodds. Jackson Dodds dumps it down. Fox Dodds giving chase into the boards. Wrap it back around are the Bison. First one to it is Mendel. Mendel swing it back behind the net, trying to find someone. Intercepted over there by Ellingson. Ellingson can't control, and the Bison will retake possession. Under 2 minutes left. Tetons have it. They wrap it around. First one to it for Williston State is going to be Pavic. Gets it up to Dodds. Centering pass is going to be blocked. Tetons, one thing they haven't been able to do is get a whole lot of centering passes. That's the one thing that the Bison have done well. Intercepted by Jackson Dodds. That centering pass is going to be blocked. Goes back up to the point. Little skip pass off the inside of the iron and goes back to the Tetons. Up on top, Scahill has it. He's going to swing it over to Bailey. Bailey finds it off the pads, and that's going to be kept alive by the Tetons. They have it back behind the net, trying to get to it. 2 Bison collide on the net. It's going to be poked out. First one to it is Bailey for the Tetons. Wraps it back around. Centering pass is going to be blocked. Fox Dodds was the intended target. Picked up by Scahill. He'll bring it back. 50 seconds left in period number 2. Tetons go for the line change. Here comes the rush. They have a 3-on-2 break. Good defense by the Bison to cut down on the angles. As they'll come back up, they'll push it ahead over to Stoudinger. Stoudinger is going to be hit hard as that's going to be dumped off back in the zone, and the Bison will have a change for themselves. Bailey back behind the net. He'll wrap it around. It'll be taken there by the Bison. Good defense by Keeker on the point. Back into the Bison zone, trying to find up. It's going to weave between sticks. Tetons get it back in the Bison zone, but no one back there to take advantage of it. Long outlet pass. Here comes a breakaway by Wirren, and he's going to be surrounded by Teton defenders on the recovery defense. Getting out of there is the Tetons. Pushing it ahead is Perrier. Perrier looking for Davis, can't find it. Bison have control. Goldonic skips it ahead, and that's the end of period number 2. Tetons double up their lead after the first half. Started after the first period. After 1, it was 7-0. After 2, and the Tetons added 9 goals. It's now 16-2. So Tetons up by a million here in this one against the Bison. We have 20 minutes left to play, and there's going to put time on the clock as both teams are going to head to the locker room. So have yourselves a day, Williston State, as there's already one player who has a hat trick for the Tetons and a chance, if the scoring continues, for a couple more to hit that mark as well. We're going to step aside for a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the mid-period report in between periods 2 and 3, right here from the Raymond Center in Williston.
On Sundays, your NFL team is always playing at Buffalo Wild Wings. With 63 HD TVs having the NFL package, you will not miss a minute of action. Enjoy wings, salads, sandwiches, and more as your teams take the field. Come in and fan up while enjoying the variety of beers on tap from kickoff to the final whistle. Located at 417 Rieger Drive in Williston, North Dakota, football lives here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beers, sports.
Performance Plus, something new from American State Bank and Trust Company, an account that fits your active lifestyle. Free digital banking services including bill pay, remote deposit, and e-statements, an instant issue debit card, limited ATM fee refunds, and no maintenance fees. Go to ASBT.com for terms and conditions and stop in our Main or North offices to open your new Performance Plus account. Banking the American State way. It's banking your way with Performance Plus. Member FDIC.
Invest in yourself at Williston State College.
Scholarship opportunities are available to local and regional students. Eligible students can receive up to $12,000 in tuition and fees.
Make an investment in your education and future with 13 CTE and 15 associate programs, including business management, cybersecurity, agriculture, massage therapy, nursing, petroleum automation, IT, welding, and diesel technology.
Let them help you with that investment in your life. Call 701-774-4200 or visit willistonstate.edu/scholarships.
So you need a new vehicle. You've done your homework, and a new Honda would be perfect. Reliable, fuel efficient, stylish, perfect. But where do you go? Why not your hometown Honda dealer, Ryan Honda at Ryan Motors in Williston. We have a nice selection of affordable new Hondas, and when it comes time for service, Ryan Honda's authorized Honda Service Center will keep your Honda running its best for years. Come see us today, your full-service hometown Honda dealership, Ryan Honda at Ryan Motors in Williston, or shop ryanhonda.net.
When you're looking for a new or a different home, seek the counsel of the professionals at Bison Brokers. Bison Brokers has offices in Plentywood, Montana, Watford City, and Williston. The realtors at Bison Brokers know the market and will help you find the home that fits your requirements and budget. They're happy to answer all your questions about the area. The real estate office you want to know is Bison Brokers in Watford City, Plentywood, and Williston. Find them online at basonbrokers.com.
Of all your choices for a financial institution, clearly the best is the West. Western Cooperative Credit Union is money done the Western way. WCCU provides you with good old-fashioned Western hospitality every time you walk through our door. We treat you like neighbors ought to treat each other, because that's just who we are, neighbors. So head west. You'll know you're here when you see the Bison on our sign. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Mike Ritter back here for Teton Hockey on 660 Keys News Radio. Just under 15 minutes left to go before we start period number 3. Tetons up by 14, 16-2. We'll take a look at the scoring here in the second period. Started off, it was the Bison who got their first goal, got the monkey off the back here in the game. Getting the goal for the Bison was number 10, Ryan Scherf. He put it home at the 19-13 mark. Assisting on the play was Ben Larson and number 28, Jaden Mendel. Tetons answered back just 9 seconds later. Getting a goal for Williston State was Seth Davis. Cody Barnes on the assist. At the 14:56 mark, putting a goal in the back of the net was Isaac Ellingson. Perrier on the assist. 13:43 mark in the period. Scoring was number 21, Joey Pavick. Fox Dodds on the assist, as well as number 14, Hunter Rosland, getting his name in the scoring column. 12:55, William Wallace found the back of the net. Barnes on the assist, as well as Kyle Barrett. Another Bison goal came at the 10:08 mark. Number 21 for the Bison, Bryant Anderson, got the rebound, put that one back in unassisted. At the 9:31, it was Pavic with his second goal. Kuhn and Keeker on the assist. 9:17, just seconds later for Williston State, Barnes got a snapshot up top, and that was a big goal for him. Barrett and number 27, Seth Davis on the assistant. At the 5:19 mark, Fox Dodds with the goal. Jordan Scahill, as well as Jackson Dodds on the assist. 4:53. Getting a goal was Malty Kuhn, as well as on the assist was Connor Perrier. And at the 2:28 mark, last goal that the Tetons scored in the period. Scoring was Jackson Dodds, and he was assisted by Fox Dodds. 2 penalties were created by the Tetons here in the period. Both times they were able to get shorthanded goals. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back to give you the penalty report right here from the Raymond Center. 11:48 left to go before we get underway for period number 3. Tetons up 16-2. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
McDonald's of Williston is proud to support all the Williston State Teton athletic teams and would like to wish them success this season. McDonald's would like to thank the community of Williston and the surrounding area for your patronage over the years. Hey, the next time you're in town, stop by McDonald's for a great meal or a quick snack. McDonald's of Williston. Breakfast, lunch, or dessert, come on into McDonald's of Williston. Proud to be a part of Teton Athletics and proud to be part of the Williston community.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
From their humble beginnings in 1910 through 4 generations, family-owned First International Bank and Trust has been delivering on the promise to help dreams come true, one customer at a time. Their style of banking places the focus on you first and your overall experience, keeping your best interests in mind and striving to provide smart financial solutions that improve and simplify your life, letting you get back to what matters most. First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You don't have to drive hundreds of miles to get a great deal on a new or used vehicle. Price! Go ahead, shop around from Bismarck to Phillies, then bring us their best deal. We'll squish it like a bug. And those are insects were injured while making this commercial. Price sells cars.
Beers on tap from kickoff to the final whistle. Located at 417 Rieger Drive in Williston, North Dakota, football lives here. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beers, sports.
Mike River back here for Teton Hockey on 660 Keys News Radio. 13 minutes left to go in the intermission. Tetons up huge, 16-2 over NDSU. Taking a look now at the penalty sheet here for this second period. Both penalties were for the Tetons. First penalty coming up was number 23, Malty Kuhn. And it was too many men on the ice while he was in the penalty box. That's when it was Isaac Ellingson coming away with the goal. And then a little bit later in the period at the 7-minute mark, it was Ellingson who was called for too many men on the ice. And during that time, Fox Dodds got his first goal in on the game. So Tetons taking advantage in that last penalty. Tetons spent more time in the attacking zone than the Bison did, so they were really putting the hammer down against NDSU. So Tetons imposing their will here in this one, and they'll be looking to get out of this last period and avoiding any injuries and trying to get through. These two teams will do battle again tomorrow. That'll be here at the Raymond Center. I'll not be able to attend that game, give it to you live on the radio. We'll be along with the basketball team to give them women's basketball in Bismarck as that team takes on the Mystics. So that one should be a good one down in Bismarck as well. But it's still another home game for Teton Hockey coming up tomorrow. So great chance to come on down on a Saturday and watch some Teton Hockey as these two teams do battle again. Tetons will be looking for their second straight win should they hold on to this 14-point lead at the break. Just over 11 minutes remaining here on the intermission between the second and third periods. We're going to step aside for another 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have more of the intermission report right here on 660 Keys News Radio.
Performance Plus, something new from American State Bank and Trust Company, an account that fits your active lifestyle. Free digital banking services including bill pay, remote deposit, and e-statements, an instant issue debit card, limited ATM fee refunds, and no maintenance fees. Go to ASBT.com for terms and conditions and stop in our Main or North offices to open your new Performance Plus account. Banking the American State Way.
So you need a new vehicle. And a new Honda would be perfect. Reliable, fuel-efficient, stylish, perfect. But where do you go? Why not your hometown Honda dealer? Ryan Honda at Ryan Motors in Williston. We have a nice selection of affordable new Hondas, and when it comes time for service, Ryan Honda's authorized Honda Service Center will keep your Honda running its best for years. Come see us today, your full-service hometown Honda dealership. Ryan Honda at Ryan Motors in Williston, or shop RyanHonda.net.
Choices for a financial institution, clearly the best is the West. Western Cooperative Credit Union is money done the Western way. WCCU provides you with good old-fashioned Western hospitality every time you walk through our door. We treat you like neighbors ought to treat each other, because that's just who we are, neighbors. So head west. You'll know you're here when you see the Bison on our sign. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
McDonald's of Williston is proud to support all the Williston State Teton athletic teams and would like to wish them success this season. McDonald's would like to thank the community of Williston and the surrounding area for your patronage over the years. Hey, the next time you're in town, stop by McDonald's for a great meal or a quick snack. McDonald's of Williston. Breakfast, lunch, or dessert, come on into McDonald's of Williston. Proud to be a part of Teton Athletics and proud to be part of the Williston community.
Mike, we're back here for Teton Hockey, right here on 660 Keys News Radio. Just under 8 minutes before we get finished here with this one and started off with the third period. We'll take a look at what is coming up the rest of the week and into next week for the Williston State Tetons. They'll be in action. We mentioned that they'll be on the road to Bismarck for women's basketball. That one is going to get underway at 2 p.m. here in Bismarck State College. At 7 p.m., Teton Hockey will be back in action right here at the Raymond Center to take on these NDSU Bison one more time. On Sunday, Teton's men's basketball will be on the road. They'll be taking on Miles Community College. That one will be at 4 p.m. We'll have that one on Dakota Country Z96.1, November 22nd. It's two games happening, both of them here in Williston. The Central Wyoming College travels up to Williston to take on Tetons for women's basketball. That one at 6 p.m. And men's hockey for another ACHA game, and it will be a rivalry game. Tetons will take on the Jacks of Dakota College at Botno. That will be at 7 p.m. On the 26th, Tetons will be on the road for a couple of games on the 26th and 27th. They'll be at the University of Minnesota Crookston. And rounding out November, Teton basketball will be on the road to Bismarck to play United Tribes on the 29th. That'll be at 5:30 and 7:30. And Teton hockey will be on the road to Botno to play DCAB. So lots of sports coming up right here for the Tetons, and you can catch all the Teton action that's on the radio exclusively on 660 Keys News Radio and Dakota Country Z96.1. We'll bring you all the games that we are physically able to, and it'll be a fun ride throughout the season as it ventures on towards the latter parts as the teams make the press for Mondac Conference playoffs and ACHA playoffs. Talking with Coach Galt here earlier today, he was hoping that the team would start today on their road. He says the Tetons are going to look at the rest of the season and look it into 5-game sets. And if they can win 3 out of 4 of those sets, going at least 3-2 the rest of the season, that they'll have a great shot to advance to the regional and then the national tournament. And then when you get there, anything is possible. Teton women's basketball, they've had some tough games as of late, but here in the next couple weeks, around the beginning of December, they'll get their main scorer back, Emily Kurkowski, who is working her way back from a broken wrist, and she was just about back and ready to go. She was at the doctors a couple days ago and said that she just needs a couple more weeks for it to be completely healed before she is clear and ready to go to help those Tetons. And with her on the court, they will be a deadly team that no one will want to face as they look to make their way towards that national tournament. And the men's team for Teton still looking for their first win of the year, and they are an exciting team to watch, looking to put everything together. Talking to Coach Herman on the way back from Dawson Community College yesterday. They are in a great position, still continuing to add more wrinkles on the offensive and defensive end of the ball, getting things ready and set to go here for the rest of the season. 4 minutes before we get underway for the third period, we're going to step away for another 3-minute timeout. We'll be back here for more Teton hockey on 660 Keys News Radio.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
From their humble beginnings in 1910 through 4 generations, family-owned First International Bank and Trust has been delivering on the promise to help dreams come true, one customer at a time. Their style of banking places the focus on you first and your overall experience, keeping your best interests in mind and striving to provide smart financial solutions that improve and simplify your life, letting you get back to what matters most. First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You don't have to drive hundreds of miles to get a great deal on a new or used vehicle. Price sells cars at Williston Auto. We're in the business of beating the deal from any dealer. Go ahead, shop around from Bismarck to Billings. Then bring us their best deal. We'll squish it like a bug and beat it like a rented mule. No animals or insects were injured while making this commercial. Price sells cars at Williston Auto and WillistonAuto.com. See dealer for details.
G&G Pharmacy, an independent, locally owned retail pharmacy committed to providing you top-notch customer service from their friendly, fast, and knowledgeable staff. Open 7 days a week. G&G Pharmacy offers the convenience of a drive-through window and a traditional retail store. Melissa and Doug toys available at their downtown Service Drug location. And no more wondering when your prescription's ready. Use the mobile app or receive a text message when it's ready from G&G Pharmacy. 572-RXRX. That's 572-7979.
On Sundays, your NFL team is always playing at Buffalo Wild Wings. With 63 HD TVs having the NFL package, you will not miss a minute of action. Enjoy wings, salads, sandwiches, and more as your teams take the field. Come in and fan up while enjoying the variety of beers on tap from kickoff to the final whistle. Located at 417 Rieger Drive in Williston, North Dakota, football lives here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beers, sports.
Performance Plus, something new from American State Bank and Trust Company, an account that fits your active lifestyle. Free digital banking services including bill pay, remote deposit, and e-statements, an instant issue debit card, limited ATM fee refunds, and no maintenance fees. Go to ASBT.com for terms and conditions and stop in our Main or North offices to open your new Performance Plus account. Banking the American State way. It's banking your way with Performance Plus. Member FDIC.
Mike, we're back here for Teton Hockey on 660 Keys News Radio. We have under a minute before we start the third period. Bison taking to the ice. They're looking to get things going as they have 20 minutes left to try to salvage what's left of this game, as Tetons have had rocket-hot starts to both the first and the second periods, and they're looking to do the same once again, as they have 16 goals on 38 shots on goal. So Tetons are looking to salt this one away for the last 20 minutes, and clock is stopped. Here comes the Tetons out on the ice, and they'll look their impressive effort behind the pipes, or in the pipes for the Tetons. Freddie Peters, he has saved 13 of 15 shots on goal for the Bison. And Peters saved 13 of 15 shots on goal for the Tetons, and for the Bison, Aiden Stigman has saved 22 shots on goal, 16 goals, 38 shots, a tremendous peppering of Stigman, but he has had some nifty shots and also a couple of just squeaked by him, as the Tetons have been going early and often. Tetons back on the ice. They are ready to go, getting their starting unit out there to get things going. And we'll look to get this one started and venture on to the Tetons. Just minutes away, 20 minutes on the clock before getting their first win of this early 2022-2023 season. The Tetons now waiting for the Bison to exit their huddle and get on the ice. Let's see what the Bison bring out onto the ice here to start this third period off. Tetons out, gonna come out with Braden Kindop. Also out there starting is William Wallace, Jackson Dodds, Isaac Ellingson, as well as Fox Dodds on the ice for Williston State. Ellingson will take the face-off. It's going to be one out of there by the Bison. They'll have the first possession. Dumped back down in there right to the Tetons. Over to Fox Dodds. Gets it up over to Ellingson. Ellingson along the boards. He'll circle back on top, looking for someone to dump it off to. That'll be on top. Here comes a little snap play shot on goal. Aimed on goal, off a stick and up and out of play. So it'll be 19:35, and we'll have a face-off deep inside the Bison zone. Taking it for Williston State will be Ellingson. In for the Bison, Kyle Davis. Here comes the puck drop. He's going to be pushed up. Tetons looks to get it right at goal. Centering pass just off the mark. Back comes Davis and the Bison, 2-on-2. Racing up the ice is Ellingson, and he gets there in time to disrupt a centering pass. Back behind the net, it'll go, picked up by Urke. Urke shot on goal, and he gets it into the back of the, no, not Urke, it's Blacklock finds the back of the net for the Bison, making it 16-3. Under 19 minutes to play left in the game, and the Bison get one on there as they're looking to salvage this third quarter. So Tetons looking to get ready to go here, back to try to answer back every time that the Bison have gotten a goal here in the game. Tetons have answered back in a hurry. We'll see if they can do that one. For the Tetons, it'll be Pavic facing off against Scherf. Won by the Tetons. Taken up by Roslin. He tries to turn the corner, and he'll be met by a couple of defenders. Tetons back at center ice. Swinging it around. They can't quite get out there. Finally picked up on the outside by Keeker. He'll dump it in there. Tetons will give chase. First one to it is Caden Carter for the Bison. He was working his way through traffic. Dumped off. Intercepted at the blue line by the Tetons, but they can't hold on. Here comes Shreve. 3-on-1 break. Slap shot is going to be blocked by Peters. Shreve has it back on there. Dumps it up. Tetons regain control. Kuhn pushing it up. He'll dump it off there. Taken away. Kuhn regains control. Trying to just spin it past the defender along the boards. He can't. Bison regain control. They'll push it off. Not enough power there, and that is going to be right into the glove of Peters. He'll drop it. Tetons will retain possession. Up the side of the ice comes Williston State. They're dumping along, trying for a long outlet pass. Little toe drag along the ice is going to be Ellingson. Can't handle it. Going to give it back to NDSU. Long high pass. Going to get across the blue line. First person to it is Roslin. He'll wrap it around the boards right over to Seth Davis. He can't handle the pass. Davis will have to give chase right at the goal. Roslin, he'll dump it up ahead. Roslin tries to get it. Back waiting for it at center ice is going to be Galdonic. Galdonic pushes it down there. Bison will come off. There's going to be a trip coming for the Tetons. No penalty called. Here they come. Racing around there is Davis back behind the net. Looking for someone to come up on the point. Slap shot. That will hit off the back and go off the side of the net on the rebound attempt by Barnes. Barnes already has 3 goals and 3 assists. Looking for number 4. Here come pushing it up there is Barrett for the Tetons. Barrett across to the point. Slip shot is going to be put on goal. No good. Blocked by Stigman. Stigman, who's still on ice, and there's going to be an icing call on the Bison. Here with 16:25 remaining in the third period. Both teams will skate down the length of the ice. It'll be a face-off deep inside NDSU's territory. Ellingson will be taking it for the Tetons. Coming up to the circle for the Bison will be Warren. Here comes the face-off, won by the Tetons. Snap shot, going to be back outside of the goal. That was by Fox Dodds. Dumping it around and giving chase are the Tetons. Dodds, first one to it. Going to be confident up on the point, swung back around the net. Tetons try to dump it off, back behind once again. It's going to hit off the board. Grabbing it behind the net is Galdonic. He'll push it up. Tetons, swarming defense. Ellingson dumps it back behind. Looks like there's going to be a delayed penalty coming. See who it's on for the Tetons. They touch it, and there is the penalty coming. So Tetons will be heading to the box. Bison pulled the goalie there while they're waiting for the delayed penalty deep inside their own net, knowing Tetons couldn't get anything done. Going to the box for Williston State, Jordan Scahill. He'll sit for 2 minutes as we wait to see what the penalty was. is away from the action. So Tetons on another penalty kill. This is their 4th attempt. Each time so far in the game, they've been on the penalty kill. They've gotten a shorthanded goal. See if they can get another one. Tetons win the face-off. Try to clear, doesn't quite get past farther than the center ice to get it up. It's going to go to Scherf. Scherf pushes it up, looking to take it himself, trying to wrap it around the goal. He's going to be cut off by the Tetons. Gets it up to the point. Poke stick out there for the Tetons. It's going to go wrap back around behind. Peters watching the puck carefully. Back is going to go. It'll go all the way up. Tetons let the puck go down deep in the zone. Stigman touches it, waves off the icing, and it'll be grabbed by Scherf again. He slings it up over to Davis. Davis pushes, runs into his own man. Now off a Teton skate it goes into the corner. Teton's trying to pull it out. Kuhn pushes it up, and that one will be, looks like it was off the bench, and that one will be another face-off coming for the Tetons. Here, 14:28 remaining in the third. Still a minute left on the power play for the Tetons. Face-off will be deep in their own goal. We'll see who's taking the face-off for both teams. Tetons trying to decide who's going to take it. Now coming up to the circle will be Barrett. Barrett will take it, and he'll come away with it. It's going to be slapped out there. Pushing up, ice is Davis. He'll be the first man to it. Behind the net, he'll pull it back. Tried for a centering pass. He had a man open, but couldn't get a stick on the puck. Both players fall in a heap to the ground, and Bison trying hard to clear the puck. They finally get it into the Teton zone. Grabbing and pushing up is Warren. Warren dumps it back up to the point. Here comes a one-timer off the stick of off the glove of Peters. Good save on the one-timer, and Tetons pull it away. Going to be pushing it up. On the press again is Davis. He'll be first man to it one more time. No icing call. He'll get it back behind the net. He'll be hit on the run by Carter. Bring it back up. Tetons dump it off and let the Bison chase. Swing it back around and go to Carter. Carter will bring it up the ice. 13:20 left to go in the third. Now Erke has it. He loses it. A 2-0 break. Here comes a one-timer. That's going to miss. Davis went for the slap shot. He had a wide open, and there's going to be a penalty called on the Bison. Davis was looking to dump it off for the waiting teammate, looking for the one-time shot, and instead it will be a penalty coming on the Bison with 13 minutes remaining. Going to the box will be number 17, Clay Erke. So it'll be a power play for the Tetons. They haven't been on the power play since the first period. It's been a predominantly clean game. And I hope it remains that for the remaining 13 minutes. Here comes a puck drop for the Tetons as the Bison only had 3 men out on the ice. Now here comes the fourth. Scherf on the draw for the Bison. Tetons looking to get a quick goal on the penalty play. That one's going to be stopped there by the Bison and Stigman. 39th shot on goal for Williston State. Tetons trying to take it away. Looking for the centering pass. Nothing there. Trying to find a second effort. Ripping back around for the Tetons is going to be Pavic. Pavic retains it. Snapshot over by Kuhn. That's nothing. Hits off the blocker. Tetons looking for a little snapshot. Down along the goal line. It's going to be bounced off the boards. Tetons back along, looking to get something along the crease. That one is going to be blocked by a defender. Tetons rehab it. Just across the crease it goes. 12:15 left in the third period. 1:15 left on the power play. Tetons. Pavic has it. He'll get it. Looking for the centering pass. Now up onto the point. It'll go to Wallace. Wallace tries to find something down along the crease. Nothing there. It'll be cleared by the Bison. So Peters there to touch it, and he'll give it up to a teammate. Now pushing up the ice for the Tetons is Kindop. Kindop loses it along the boards. Right there to grab it again is Ellingson. He'll wrap behind the net and push it up. Dumps it off for a teammate. Over the hands of Wallace. Wallace leading the break up the ice. He's looking to dump it off. Gets it through a defender. That's going to be slapped back into the Teton zone. 40 seconds left on the power play. Picking it up behind the net will be Perrier. He'll wait for numbers to come back. Now he'll push up the ice. Wallace has along the boards. He'll push it up to Fox Dodds. Dodds stops. Turns back. Looking for someone to dump it off to. Ellingson has it. He missed on the snapshot. That's going to be no good. Intercepted on the clear pass for the Tetons. Snapshot. Roslin with the long distance rifle. Tetons get another one on the board, and that'll erase the penalty play. 17-3 with 11:05 left to go in period number 3. And for the Bison, Clay Erkey will head back to the bench. It'll now be 5-on-5 hockey. So Roslyn gets one into the back of the net for the Tetons' 17th goal on 41 shots. Here comes the face-off. Taken out of there by the Tetons. Brought back, Roslyn has it. He swings it over to Perrier. Perrier pushes it up, back to Ellingson. He'll wait for numbers. Pushes it ahead to Roslyn along the side. A little fancy work. Over, gonna go to Dodds. Jackson Dodds, the Fox Dodds, tries to weave his way through traffic. Up to the point, it's gonna go. Roslyn again, on the point. Snapshot off a defender's shoulder pad, and that'll be taken away there by Fox Dodds, wrestling with the defender. Over to Jackson. Jackson, centering pass. Fox Dodds peppers the goal. Nothing there. Pulled out. Roslyn, first man through it. He tries to force it in off of a stick. Ellingson has it. He backs it down. Now pushes it into the corner. Tries to take it to the middle of the ice. Loses the handle. Couple of defenders right there. Trying to get a little bit too fancy with it. Taken away by Kyle Davis and the Bison. Long pass goes up and over everyone. Roslyn, first one there. It'll be an icing call. They'll bring it back down the ice. Tetons working hard here. Trying not to allow another goal and keep this 14-point lead here in the third period. So Tetons get a line change. It'll be the same 5 on the ice for the Bison after the icing. Pavic wins the faceoff. He'll get it over to Bailey. Bailey with a little snapshot that'll be wrap around the back of the net. First one there is going to be Scahill. Scahill going to get over to Keeker. Keeker back to Scahill. Trying to find a lane, and that will be right at Stigman, who took it chin high with the glove. The Tetons will face off once again, and that was a big one that they needed to save. And some fresh legs are on the ice now for the Bison. 9:04 left to go in the third period. Pavic taking the face-off for the Tetons. Tetons win it again. Trying to slap it on. First man through is Kuhn. Kuhn, second chance, right to Stigman again. So another face-off coming just 4 seconds after the first puck drop. And now it looks like they might be checking on Stigman back behind the ice. Not sure if he took that hard or if someone came through and clipped him. But now they're checking on him. He's standing in the crease. He looks like he's getting to his feet and he'll be all right. So he'll stick in there. Looking over at the bench, Bison only brought one goalie along with him. So no matter the day that Stigman had, he was in the net for the duration. Scahill has it. He's going to swing it over. Kuhn trying to be the first one to it after touch by the Bison. Kuhn dumps it off onto the point. Up on top is Scahill. Swings it at the net. Hits the boards behind and taken by the Bison. They try to dump it off. Erkey gets it. He'll push it up. He's going to cross. The wave icing is going to be waved off over the hands of Scahill. Looking to push it up. Here's going to go back to Scahill. Make sure his teammates are onside. Scahill between the legs, tries for something fancy, lose control, centering pass not there, and that one's going to go through everyone. Icing will be waved off by Peters. He'll push it up ahead. Taken back behind the net by Bailey, and he's going to be crushed, and that is a dangerous hit. Bailey is shaken up, and here comes a push by the Tetons. 7:47 left to go. Here comes Davis. He tries to get through, centering pass, not there. He regains control of it. He's going to go up. Tetons pull the goalie. They're going to get it back behind, keep it alive. Davis now has it. Off the side of the net it goes, and that's going to be stoppage as it hits the top. So a penalty coming, and that might be a big one. Back to the box is going to go Clay Erkey. So he looks like Erkey may avoid the boarding, although that one looked rough along the boards. Officials are still discussing what the penalty will be, so we'll find out here in a second. Well, thankfully, everyone all right on the play. It might be just a charging or a roughing. Tetons on the penalty play, and that was a 5-minute major. So 5 minutes on the power play for the Tetons. Bison win the face-off. They send it down the ice. Tetons there to gather. That was a 5-minute major there on number 17, Erkey. And he will be in the box for another 4.5 minutes. Tetons send it up themselves. They'll head back the length of the ice, or an icing call for themselves. Davis will be on the face-off for Williston State. Here comes Davis. He'll go up against Scherf one more time. Scherf just about won the face-off. Is going to be taken out of there by the Tetons. Davis racing. Seth Davis gets it along. Gets it along. No penalty call. Thought that one might have been a hook from behind, but no call. Here comes up on top. Seth Davis has it. He works his way around. He'll go looking to try to swing it around over to Barrett, but it's taken away there. Point blank range off the post. It's going to go for Barrett. Tetons regain possession on the wing over to Kindop. Kindop working his way down low. Lots of contact as he's trying to work his way through. So some sloppy play here in the late standings. 6 minutes left to go here in the third period. Point blank range once again. Davis can't get it home. Tetons regain possession. Having it over there is Kindop has it. Up, back onto the point. Now over down to the corner. Davis, slap shot, got it to go. Another one Cody Barnes got it to go. Big snapshot by Cody Barnes, and that is number 5 for him. Have yourself a game. Cody Barnes gets another one home as he is having himself some sort of day here for the Tetons. It's now an 18-3 game, and with that 5-minute major, that doesn't clear the penalty play, and Tetons remain a 5-4 advantage out on the ice. 5:20 left to go here in period number 3. On the faceoff for the Tetons is Pavic. Pavic's going to win the faceoff. He'll get it over to Roslin. Roslin will bring it back. Now slip it over onto the outside. Here comes Tetons on the push. They'll wrap it around, dump and chase around there. First one to it is going to be Pavic. He'll wrap it back around the other way. Giving chase for the Bison is Larson. Larson can't get there soon enough. Bison have to slip it around. Tetons let it slip by them. Touching it is Peters. No icing call. Peters play a little late on the shot up. Tetons have it over to Kuhn. Kuhn's going to dump it over to Keeker. Keeker pushes it up, looking to weave his way through traffic. He'll dump it back behind the net. Over Kuhn will be the first one there. Kuhn trying to find it back up to the point. Taken away by the Bison. Larson has it. Stolen by the Tetons. Out onto the corner. Here comes Keeker. Keeker tries to get it in there. It's going to be... The puck was still moving, but they called the whistle with 4:18 left in the third. Minute 45 left on the power play. Both teams get a line change. And Tetons looking to take this one home. Currently up 15, 18-3. Coming into the circle for Williston will be Ellingson. He'll go up against Brian Anderson for the Bison. Puck is going to be dropped, taken away there by the Tetons. Up on top to the point. It'll go to Wallace. Swings it back around, off a skate to Bailey. Bailey tries to get it in there, and that's going to be a goal. Another one coming in there for the Tetons as they get number 19 home with 3:37 left in the third period. So Tetons again with the big lead, up 16 points. Trying to get through this one, and thankfully, a save for a couple little of shoves and one hit into the boards has been a clean and non-chippy game. Here comes another face-off, pushed ahead, won by the Bison. They'll sing it back behind the Teton net. Peters grabs it, and he'll fish it out over into the corner. That'll be picked up by Fox Dodds, who will work it out of the net. Final 30 seconds of the power play on the 5-minute major. Roslin has it. He'll put it back after it was tipped back into the Teton zone. Tip back now, Roslin. He'll bring it up. Tetons looking to go on a push now. Roslin brings it up into the zone. He'll look to work it around the back of the net. He's met down there by Carter. Tetons get it up. They'll bring it out. Jackson Dodds, first one to get it. Keeps it in the zone. We go back up on top. Now to Perrier, has it. Trying to work it around. Some fancy, he'll dump it off to Fox Dodds. Up on top to Jackson Dodds. Back to Fox, can't handle the centering pass. Ellingson gets it around the net, tries to push it forward. Trying to dump it in there for the Tetons. They get it around, back to Ellingson, working his way, trying to swing it around. He's cut off. Reverses his footwork, tries to find someone to get it off to. There it is, up on top to Perrier. Perrier flips it in there. Good job on the block by Stigmund. Tetons have it back to full strength after that 5-minute major. Ellingson back behind the net. He is working his tail off to try to get an open lane for the wraparound, and he finally loses the puck, taken away by Nathaniel Bauer. Bison trying to clear it now into the Teton zone. 2-on-1 break, but it's going to be right to Roslin. Line change saves the Bison from the run out for the Tetons. Roslin has it. He dumps it forward to Jackson Dodds, who's swinging around off of a leg of Erickson. Tetons retain control. Now Bison take it away, back behind the Teton net. First person to it was Erke behind. Poked away from him by the Tetons. Taken out of there. Here comes the Tetons. They'll get it up over to Pavic. Pavic pushes. He's going to be a short on the break, and he wraps it around. Tetons swing it back behind the zone. They'll wrap it back up. Bison will grab hold of it and try to push it up. It'll be checked into the boards. Good job on the check by the Tetons. Remaining 1:10 left in period number 3. Poke check by Williston. Go back into the hands of the Bison. Jackson Dodds going to poke it away. Will slash at the stick, and that'll get it down back behind the net to Wallace. Here comes the Tetons. Keeker has it. Pushes it up. Both teams just getting through the remaining last minute of the game. Up is going to go to the Tetons. Taken away is Wallace. He'll peel it back. 40 seconds left in the third period. Tetons up 19-3 on the American State Bank scoreboard. Chipping it out of there over to Keeker off the boards. Tetons going to race it up. Going to have it. Barrett, first one to it. Tries for the centering pass. Nothing there. Wallace, wide open. Swings it over. Snapshot. It'll be off the mark. No good. Back comes Scherf. Scherf pushing up the boards. He has his pocket pick by Wallace. That'll be up. Back it's going to go into the zone. 12 seconds left in the period. Tetons are going to come away with a 19-3 win over NDSU. And that is going to be the Tetons' first win of the season. They win a big one in a big fashion. Tetons get the dub, go to 1-5 on the year. NDSU drops their first game of the year. These two teams will be back in action tomorrow here at the Raymond Center. We'll be along with basketball. We'll hope if you want to see this one, you'll have to watch on Teton YouTube or come on down to the Raymond Center. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back here for the First International Bank and Trust post-game show right here on 660 Keys News Radio.
Invest in yourself at Williston State College.
Scholarship opportunities are available to local and regional students. Eligible students can receive up to $12,000 in tuition and fees.
Make an investment in your education and future with 13 CTE and 15 associate programs, including business management, cybersecurity, agriculture, massage therapy, nursing, petroleum automation, IT, welding, and diesel technology.
Let them help you with that investment in your life. Call 701-774-4200 or visit wilistonstate.edu/scholarships.
So you need a new vehicle. You've done your homework, and a new Honda would be perfect. Reliable, fuel efficient, stylish, perfect. But where do you go? Why not your hometown Honda dealer, Ryan Honda at Ryan Motors in Williston. We have a nice selection of affordable new Hondas, and when it comes time for service, Ryan Honda's authorized Honda Service Center will keep your Honda running its best for years. Come see us today, your full-service hometown Honda dealership, Ryan Honda at Ryan Motors in Williston, or shop ryanhonda.net.
When you're looking for a new or a different home, seek the counsel of the professionals at Bison Brokers. Bison Brokers has offices in Plentywood, Montana, Watford City, and Williston. The realtors at Bison Brokers know the market and will help you find the home that fits your requirements and budget. They're happy to answer all your questions about the area. The real estate office you want to know is Bison Brokers in Watford City, Plentywood, and Williston. Find them online at basonbrokers.com. From their humble beginnings in 1910 through 4 generations, family-owned First International Bank and Trust has been delivering on the promise to help dreams come true, one customer at a time. Their style of banking places the focus on you first and your overall experience, keeping your best interests in mind and striving to provide smart financial solutions that improve and simplify your life, letting you get back to what matters most. First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. McDonald's of Williston is proud to support all the Williston State Teton athletic teams and would like to wish them success this season. McDonald's would like to thank the community of Williston and the surrounding area for your patronage over the years. Hey, the next time you're in town, stop by McDonald's for a great meal or a quick snack. McDonald's of Williston. Breakfast, lunch, or dessert, come on into McDonald's of Williston. Proud to be a part of Teton Athletics and proud to be part of the Williston community.
Of all your choices for a financial institution, clearly the best is the West. Western Cooperative Credit Union is money done the Western way. WCCU provides you with good old-fashioned Western hospitality every time you walk through our door. We treat you like neighbors ought to treat each other, because that's just who we are, neighbors. So head west. You'll know you're here when you see the Bison on our sign. Join the herd at Western Cooperative Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Mike, we're back here for the Teton Hockey's postgame show. This is the First International Bank and Trust postgame show right here on 660 Keys News Radio. Taking a look at the third period for the Tetons. They got 4 goals in net, or 3 goals in net, one coming from NDSU. NDSU started off scoring. Score came from number 5, Reed Blacklock. He found the back of the net for the Bison. At the 18:46 mark, Davis and Erkey in on the assist. At the 14:10 mark for Wilson State, there's a snapshot, a great shot by number 14, Hunter Roslin. He found the back of the net. Dodds and Perrier on the assist. At the 5:46 mark, Cody Barnes got his 4th goal of the day. Davis and Barrett on the assist, and with 3:46 remaining, getting the goal for the Tetons was Alexander Bailey. Assisting on that one was Wallace and Fox Dodds. The last 2 goals of the game for the Tetons came after a 5-minute major penalty. Tetons scored 4 power play goals and had 3 shorthanded goals en route to their 19-3 win over the Bison. Looking at penalties in the third period, heading to the box first was number 25 for tripping, Jordan Scahill for the Tetons. He spent 2 minutes there. For the visitors, 2 straight penalties in a row came from Clay Erkey. First one came for 2 minutes, and the second one was a 5-minute major for checking from behind. So Tetons get the job done here today in a big fashion, 19-3. They'll do it again tomorrow. Puck will drop at 7 p.m. here from the Raymond Center in Williston. So that's it for the First International Bank and Trust post-game show right here on 660 Keys News Radio. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back for a couple more stats and then to name the Wilson Auto Player of the Game. We'll be back in 1 minute.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
You don't have to drive hundreds of miles to get a great deal on a new or used vehicle. Price sells cars at Williston Auto. We're in the business of beating the deal from any dealer. Go ahead, shop around from Bismarck to Billings. Then bring us their best deal. We'll squish it like a bug and beat it like a rented mule. No animals or insects were injured while making this commercial. Price sells cars at Williston Auto and WillistonAuto.com. See dealer for the news.
Mike, we're back here for Teton Hockey on 660 Keys News Radio. Wrapping up final stats here. Getting the saves for the Tetons in between the pipes, Freddie Peters. He saved 16 of 19 shots on goal. And for the Bison, it was Aiden Stigmund. He saved 32 of 51 shots on goal on the game. Now time to announce the Williston Auto Player of the Game here for this matchup tonight, and that goes to number 24, Cody Barnes. He had himself a mammoth day, getting 4 goals in there for the Tetons, and also had 3 assists in the game. So 7 points for
for Cody here in the game. So a fantastic one by the first-year player out of British Columbia. So congrats, Cody, for being named Williston Auto Player of the Game. That's going to be it for this broadcast of Teton Hockey right here on 660 Keys News Radio. I'd like to thank Jaden for all of his hard work back at the studio, keeping us on the air, as well as everyone else for tuning in. We'll be back for Teton basketball coming tomorrow from Bismarck. Tip-off is at 2 p.m. Pregame show will start at 1:45. Until next time, sports fans, I'm Mike Reuter.
Thank you for joining us for Williston State College Teton Athletics.